What's going on, guys? Sorry about that. It said the stream stopped, so I apologize right now. I didn't know what was going on. A lot of you guys liked this last week, so I figured, why not? We'll do it again, and you guys can ask any questions you want. You can give your opinion, whatever you want to do. It's just going to be a straight hangout tonight. Late night. I just got home from work, so it's going to be a rough one. But if you want to stay, hang out, see what's going on for this week, you're more than welcome to ask questions, because I'll tell you what's coming up tomorrow. I'll tell you what's coming up Wednesday. I'll tell you what's coming up even next Saturday if you guys want. Because all the videos are actually done and ready for you guys to watch. I'm set, so they'll come out on Saturday, Monday, and stuff like that. So feel free to say hi, guys. You know what I would like to hear this time? Where are you, most of you guys that are viewing me right now, where do you guys live? I'd love to hear a shout out from you guys. You know how I love the subscribers. Holler at me. Yeah, I got a haircut last week. So I'm sorry if it's a little laggy. You're probably getting this like 10, 15 seconds behind what actually goes on. What's going on from Illinois? What part? My dad lives in Champaign, Illinois. Cleveland, Ohio. I've been through there. I stopped there on the way through. Texas. I've been to Texas, not there. I've been to Puerto Rico, obviously. I've been there on a couple cruises. Iowa. I haven't been to Iowa. Titusville. You're like right across the street from me. Clayton, North Carolina. I've been in North Carolina a lot. Wisconsin. Don't think I've been there yet. West Central. Okay. My dad's in Champaign. LA, a lot of LA. There we go. Look at all you guys. Damn, this is insane. Boynton Beach, that's right near where I bought this. I bought this in West Palm. Maryland, California. I've been to California once. Where else we got? Delaware. I was in Delaware once, yeah. Fellsmere, you're not very far from me either. You're just over on the coast, which is, hold on, you're that way. So you're actually that way. Hour south of the Quad Cities. Yeah, I mean, I was just up there. See, we travel a lot. I grew up traveling a lot, so we didn't have tons of money. So, my parents were teachers. My dad was a school principal, so we just did road trips. We didn't do like the big cruises like I do now. I'm just blessed now that we're able to afford that kind of stuff. So it's good seeing you guys. I love to hear from you guys. I really do. Like I said, I just got off work, but I will kind of tell you some of the stuff that's actually coming out here. And if you guys want, ask any questions you want, please. Illinois again. A lot of Illinois, a lot of Texas, a lot of California I'm seeing come in. One or two of the other couple states around, but that's about it. So let's see, what's going on? Generac pressure washer. I'm telling you, that's really good right there. There it is, guys. A lot of you guys are always asking me. I'm sorry if it's a little bit fans in there. Can you see it? That's the Generac 2800 PSI generator I use. I mean, pressure washer. It's perfect. I got it from HomeDepot.com for like $280 with free shipping. Florida, bro. What part of Florida? Where are you at? Oregon. I haven't been to Oregon yet. Texas, I've been there, but only to Austin, Texas. I drove all the way from when I lived in Pensacola, Florida, all the way out to Austin, Texas. I took the Blue Prelude all the way out there. That Blue Prelude's been everywhere from Canada, Texas, the Florida Keys, all the way through New York. That thing has been everywhere. That's why it's got so many miles on it. Lakeland, okay, you're just the other side of me, man. That's pretty crazy because I'm down here in Kissimmee, as you guys know. And it's pronounced Kissimmee. Not Kissimmee, it's Kissimmee. Mid-Heinel, okay. Ohio, I've been to Ohio before. I hooked up with a girl a long time ago up there. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and share with you guys what I'll be doing, what you're going to be seeing tomorrow. So here's one thing that you guys normally can't see because I pulled the car out today for you guys. Somewhere you could see a little bit better what I actually have right now. I know it looks like it's a complete catastrophe. I just kind of put it in one section or another. Do you go to cruise nights? No, I haven't been to any cruise nights at all. There's a lot of car nights here in Orlando, but a lot of them. Dude, look who's there, Masterson's. Miami. I was born in Fort Lauderdale. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Florida. There's all the stuff right now that's not from Wichita. I've never been to Kansas. Sorry, can't claim that one yet. I really want to take a road trip and do more. So glad to be here. Well, dude. Here's his stuff. Here's the Masterson stuff. Here, I'll just walk over here. I know the garage is kind of like a mess, but I don't really care. It's just us, the way we hang. I don't really care. My thing is about keeping the cars clean. There you go, guys. Check it out. There's all the Masterson stuff. I mean, I got a couple of Wax God stuff mixed in here, but here's all Masterson's wax stuff, shield, glass cleaner. This stuff is amazing. It really repels water like it's wax. Here's your Carnauba wet wax. What else do we got up here? Waterless wash and shine. You can see, Greg, there is almost nothing left of this. Just a little bit on the bottom. No detailers left. There's your spray shine I plan to try out. So see, I got a lot of stuff that I've already tried out. So I actually keep everything. It's not like I give it away. I have a lot of people that always ask me. Naples. I was down in Bonita Springs a while ago. 1,400 plus cars. Holy crap, bro. That's nuts. It's like a GTR for a cruise. then I would be blowing my data. And here's the problem, my data is almost up for the month, so I really can't. I didn't realize I was blowing through data so fast, so I apologize about that. Can't take the GTR out. Gotta send you some more wireless. Dude, I'd appreciate it, of course, like always. You know how we always love you here on the channel here. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, Greg decided to hook up my channel. Anybody who uses actually, what do you want to call it, code Accord79, you actually get 15% off of Masterson stuff. I know, I think Wax God said he was going to do the same thing, but right now, Masterson's has it, so if you go on his website, he'll actually hook you up with any of his stuff for 15% off, just because of the fact that you guys are my subscribers, and you get to see all the products for yourself. So if you're actually interested in picking up some stuff from him, go over to his website, type in Accord79 as your code, and you get 15% off, and that's pretty cool about that. I haven't made a video on it. He just did it recently. I put it on all the videos underneath, but just so you guys know, if you're actually interested in picking up some of his stuff, you know what to do. What do you recommend? Plastic. I have a small car. What kind of plastic? Would you ever take your Jeep? No, why would I take my GTR through the car wash? It took me 6 or 7 hours to get the swirls out of this paint. I would kill myself. I might as well just, commit suicide. Sacramento, what's going on, buddy? There's a lot of California people here. I bet yours, what, about 4 or 5? 46 viewers. This is pretty good. I'm really glad about that. This is only my second time ever doing it. Modding the GTR, yes. I can't hold it landscape. It automatically turns off, so I do apologize. And what it does, if I go like this, it stops it. I don't know why. It just says rotate device. So, and then the screen goes black. Oh, 5% off. Sorry, I thought you said 15. There you go. There you go. Greg has it right there. What's your dream car? I don't really have too much of a dream car anymore. Now that I've achieved this, I guess the next big accomplishment for me would be to actually have a second home. I know it's crazy, but I'd love a second home. Denver, one of the states that I'm looking at possibly in the next 5, 10 years, probably 10 years, to buy another home is either Colorado or Montana out by the mountains. I want to live where I can see the giant mountains, but I don't want to give up my Florida home. Nebraska, learn to wheelie. Yeah, there it is right there, Greg. I actually rode it today. It was pouring rain today. Talk about a true biker right here. I put on my rain gear and I rode all the way to work in the rain and came home, and it wasn't so bad now. You can see it's not raining, but the cars are covered. Shout out, buddy. Massachusetts, I've been there once. Just wheelie. What do you think, guys? Should we just go wheelie this thing right now? I hope you guys can see it right now. It's kind of dark, obviously. It's at night. But there's my ZX6R. He wants me to wheelie right there. Let's see. Greg's the man. What are your plans for the blue Honda? Right now, I've just kind of held off because I didn't want to spend any money with the GTR, but it's funny. You know the old white one? Can you see it out there, guys? The old white Prelude? I just picked it up today from the actual repair shop because I remember I wasn't driving it. I told you in videos I don't drive it a lot because it had no AC and I didn't want to put my baby in it. So what I did is my wife's like, well, go get the AC fixed. And I was like, okay, as long as you're on board with it. So I just picked it up today. It has a brand new full AC system in there. Everything is brand new with a 2-year warranty. So I have AC in a 1991 Honda. So it's really cool. Cost $1,000, but it's all right. Yeah, it's the XXR. Where is it at? There it is, right there. What else do you got question-wise? Actually, you guys can ask Greg if you guys have any questions for Greg. Feel free to ask him. This guy's obviously a pro detailer, and he might be able to give you some tips, too, on any of the stuff that he likes to do. If you guys have any questions. Fellow GTR owner, what's up, buddy? How you doing, bud? New to addicting to the platform. Yeah, dude, it really is. My game plan right now is just to get some Volk wheels sometime around the fall to replace this, maybe get some lowering springs on it. Nothing crazy. And then really tint out the windows. Right now I'm just cruising in the way it is. What do you do for a living? I work for a shipping company and my wife's in the medical field. If you didn't know, she is in the medical field and I work for a shipping company. I've been with it for 20 years. This is my 20th year this summer. I started when I was in high school. Are you going to try Adams polishes? Whenever you send me some, Brennan, I will be glad to try it. You got to understand, I have so many stuff I still got to get out. I've got a couple of Greg stuff over here I don't think I've gotten out yet. Where is it at? This one, the glaze, I was supposed to get this one out before the GTR meeting. It just didn't happen. I didn't have the time. And then I got to get his new spray shine here. So these are the two that, you, like I said, this is from just one of the companies. How does your wife like the van? Dude, she loves the van. I have the Masterson sealant on it right now. If I can still maintain it, what I'll do, guys, is I'll walk out here because I have 2 routers in my house. I should be able to do. All right, you guys want to walk outside with me? And we can actually check out Masterson's sealant in action right here, guys. I don't want to be too loud. We're outside right now, and it is dark, but we'll see if we can actually see any of it. But the water repellency is great on it. I don't know how this is going to show up really good. Can you see it now? This is Masterson's on. The car's it's been pouring here today for the first time. We've really needed the rain, and you can definitely see it right there. Yeah, it's 11:34 right now. I don't know if it's going to show up anymore. No, it's probably not. That's why that'll probably be the best angle right now out of it. Right now, but this is from the Masterson seal, and you can just see little tiny beads everywhere. It does really, really good. So no complaints so far from them. There's the white car right there. I just got back from getting the AC fix, so it has AC. It's got the Stoner car sealant on there right now, and obviously it looks pretty good. The GTR and the Prelude's been in the garage all day, so I haven't driven any. I just backed it out so that way I could show you what's inside. Ooh, that might be a touchy subject. Greg might want to see it. Quality dropped. I am sorry. I'm switching from in and out, so I apologize about that. What else we got, Quinn? Both of us live in Florida. Weather's tough, dude. It's been really hot, brother. I agree on that one. It's been very hot here the last week or two, and it's been brutal. Like the weekend of Memorial Day weekend, I did like 4 different videos. So that's why you're seeing them back to back like this. It'll be from last weekend when I did them. Oh, dude, I appreciate it, man. Greg left Chemical Guys and joined Masterson's. He is Masterson's, so he didn't join it. He's, from what I understand, his family actually owned Masterson's, but they, something, I don't know what they never had the detailing side, so he made a detailing side of it. Torque FX polisher. What else questions we got here, guys? Car care, purchasing some stuff from you soon. Of course, 9 has some great videos teaching. Oh, dude, yeah, I appreciate that. Like I said, if you're going to buy anything from Greg, use the code. Why not get the 15% off? You know, why spend full price if he's giving you the hookup just because you're a subscriber to my channel and you just happen to know about the code? I highly recommend, if you can get any sale, get a sale, you know what I mean? Like he does his tequila sales, it's pretty crazy. What else have we got here? Quality went back up, like I said, I'm sorry about that. Going inside. No, it's 15% off, guys. It's 15% off if you guys are interested. Like I said, you know, you might as well. And a lot of times he does like the tequila drinking sales and stuff like that. They're for like holidays. He'll probably do I'm gonna guess, Greg, maybe what? 4th of July, you'll probably do something, Greg? Yeah, it is really crazy because earlier it showed there was 40-something people in here at one time, and I really do appreciate that, guys. I love when hanging out with my subscribers. Where's the tequila? And I don't really drink a lot, honestly. That's not me. You know what I'll have tons and tons of? Like sodas and stuff. It's bad, I know, but you should see it. I have a mini refrigerator down there, and it's done. I don't know why we're getting poor connection, guys, so I apologize. I don't know why it's showing poor connection. I'm having almost 4 bars of Wi-Fi. There it goes. There it goes. It's coming back, so I apologize. Sweet tea. I love sweet tea, but that means I have to actually not be lazy and actually make some sweet tea. Favorite soda? I like Pepsi the best. Coke is good, but Pepsi is a little bit sweeter, so I like the sweeter stuff. Ask your wife about the health benefits of tequila. Yeah, I'm sure. Even she doesn't drink a lot. I mean, when she was in med school, she would drink and stuff like that, but that was about it. You know what I mean? FedEx sucks. You know, I could care less about one company or another. It's the funniest thing. People are like, well, don't you care about one company or another? No, dude. After 20 years, I'm just go to work and I don't even pay attention anymore. Drain the swamp. That's funny. That's some political stuff. I really try and stay out of political stuff because it causes too much drama, and I'm not here to cause a lot of drama. What else do we got question-wise here? I'm not going to be doing any more giveaways. I just got tired of doing them just because of the fact that those people were just leeches and they didn't do anything. Turtle Wax Spray Bomb. Are you talking about this one right here? Is this the one you're talking about, or are you talking about the actual spray? Says I was commenting too much. Sorry about that. Yeah, which one are you talking about? Yeah, that one, dude. It still smells good. Here, yeah, we need like a smell-o-vision, don't we? Hold on, we'll go inside the GTR. Come into my office, guys. Come into my office. All right, I just opened the door. I haven't even sat inside, and I can still smell that Turtle Wax bomb. It's that strong still. I mean, it's not as strong as it was originally, but it is definitely in here, okay? So you will definitely smell it. A lot of, remember, you guys, I did the video for the Black Magic here? I did it last weekend. Well, you can see right now, it's not greasy or anything. The wheel was a little bit greasy after driving it, but it's basically all gone now. But this is all fine. A lot of people were asking me, can you zoom in a little bit more when I did the video, and I apologize I didn't do it, but I thought it showed up really good in the camera because I put the camera right next to me. No, I don't really miss the Z at all. I had a question. Yeah, shoot the questions. I like the OEM leather smell. There was no leather smell. It had some funky smell when I bought the car, and I didn't really like it that much. So I went ahead. That's why I was like, I'm going to try the turtle wax on it, because I figured turtle wax, people like those videos. But the fact is, the GTR was pretty popular, so why not? GTR of the same Nissan scent. Like I said, Greg, there was a weird smell. Whatever person tried to put it in here, and I just didn't really like the smell of it. It was some after scent they put in here, and it just didn't like it, so I dumped it. And it was still smelling the same way after like 2 months, and I was like, ugh. Do you use any chemical products? Yeah, you think he's going to tell you if he uses chemical? I doubt it. I mean, his products are just as good as theirs, so why would he want to use Chemical Guy's products? I don't know about that. Hobbies wise, I used to play a lot of video games. I don't play them that much anymore. I travel a lot, as you guys know. I have been on a lot of cruising. I've been on 22 or 23 cruises now. I like to travel the world, but I have a lot of guns too. I know a lot. That might be a hot topic right there, but I do have a lot of guns, and I like to go to the shooting range and stuff. So I might get a lot of down thumbs instantly because people are like anti-gun, but it's just the way it is, you know. Just calling it out is. It's the things I do. What else we got? I would like to do some of the Geon products. Here's one thing I actually asked Greg. I actually asked him, are you planning to do some kind of quartz for the paint protect, like Geon or anything like that? So, see, I've been to Mexico like 5 or 6 times on cruises, and I'm just not that thrilled about Mexico. It's just somewhere to go. It's not amazing. Like, I love Europe. Europe's way more. We're actually possibly starting to talk now about going to Hawaii later on this trip around fall, is going to Hawaii on a cruise. So we'll see what happens there. And a lot of you guys will never know that I'm actually doing it because I make the videos before I actually go on vacation. So it's the same, and the videos are always coming up. Key lights. Surf City products. I have actually a lot of stuff. I have a lot of Surf City stuff. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos. It's harder to get them here, but you see like this kind of stuff. I like their wash, and I like some of their products. No complaints at all from them. It's just a little bit harder to get. How many miles on the Prelude? The blue one has somewhere around 193, 194. The white one has, I think, 197,000 miles on it. Get an American flag. I've only put up a few things around here. The only reason I put this stuff up is just because they've been sent to me. So of course I want to, support the companies that always support me and give them a shout out. Like if Greg Masterson ever gets around to sending me a banner or a flag or anything with his company on it, bet your tail it's going to be right there. It'll be right up there for him. It'll see Masterson's every time. You'll see it in the background. Chemical Guys, here's the what I feel about it. Everybody has their own thing. There's some very good products, and there's some products I feel are really watered down. So everybody has their own opinion on it, but that's the way I see it. There's some very good products, but then there's some really watered down cheap products. Dude, bring it on, Greg. If you bring on the thing, I will gladly hang it up in the garage next to the rest of the companies. I'll be glad to do it for you. I mean, don't make it too crazy now, but you know what I mean. Something that would fit that area. That area is probably about 5 to 6 feet long. And then you can go high with it, whatever you want to do. So there's plenty of room for one more banner to be just in that corner alone. What else you got questions for? Well, remember, Masterson's is like Chemical Guys. They're just starting out. I think he started about a year and a half ago maybe now. So he's still in online only. And that's the way a lot of companies are. You think about it. I'll give you an example. Chemical Guys is online. Adams is online. Guerrero's Garage, you can find it in some stores, but for the most part, you have to buy it online. Wax Gods, you got them online. I mean, there's a lot of companies out there that are good, but right now you just can't get them in stores. And I can't imagine how hard it is to try and get into a Walmart and stuff. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate you swinging by. American flag is more important. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. It's funny because it's got to be the most American household areas. You got red, white, and blue cars, and with a green motorcycle, but they're all 100% made in Japan. None of my cars were actually made in America. They're not like the newer Hondas that are all made here. Everything is made in Japan. Do you shop Banana Republic? Do I? No. Adams is shit. See, I've heard a lot of things about Adams, but then again, back in the day, I heard a lot of things about Chemical Guys, and that's why I bought Chemical Guys, because the drama was so much there that you guys were pushing it. Buy it, buy it, buy it. And then when I tried it, I was like, some are really good, some are a little watered down, like a lot of their car washes. Like, where as long as the company listens to you, it corrects their products, I'm okay with it, but they got to listen. But I don't want it like over spammed, you know, like they're putting out too many products. Using the faded plastic bumper. You can use any kind of trim stuff to help out. Like let's say for Greg's stuff, you can use tire and trim here. You can use that. Or I like his, where is it at? This stuff, you can put like this kind of stuff. Any trim and tire protectant will do really good for that faded stuff. I mean, I tried out that turtle wax version of stuff. It's really good. It was really greasy, but it's really good. I've tried out Mother's. I've tried McGuire's. I've tried all that other stuff. What kind of guns do you own? I don't know if I want to get into that topic because there will be some people that are anti-gun that I'm sure they're subscribers to me, and I don't really want to offend anybody. I mean, I don't really care about offending anybody, but this isn't my own personal channel. I'll do this for detailing, so I want to kind of stick on detailing if you guys don't mind. Clean them. Have you ever tried the spray shine? No, buddy, I haven't done anything yet. What I wanted to do here is I wanted to actually put the glaze on. What I'll do is when I make a lot of my videos is, let's say I'll try a couple products at one time. So my plan is to wash the GTR because of course everybody wants the GTR in pictures. Put the mystery glaze on. By the way, a glaze is a great way, let's say if we're going to a car event, guys, you're going to a car show, put some glaze on your car. It helps fill it, has a lot of fillers in it, and it'll help fill in those swirls and light scratches and make your car look like it's in epic shape. So if you want to go for that last minute perfection, get some glaze and it'll look good. So my plan is to try the glaze and then your tire and trim shine there on the GTR as well. I agree with the political correctness thing, but the fact is that this isn't a channel for political stuff, so that's why it's only for detailing, so I'm going to keep on detailing. Yes, I do have a couple Glocks. That's all I'll tell you about that. I've got 4 or 5 Glocks. What glaze was that? That's Masterson's brand new glaze he just came out with. What is it, a month or two ago? Here? See it? Hopefully this stuff shows. No, I haven't tried Optimums. You know how many companies now are starting to pop up out of the woodwork making detailing products? I can't even keep up with them. I don't even know the difference anymore. You know me, I'd really try and stay a lot of store-bought products, but then if these companies contact me and say, hey, we'll ship this stuff to you, then I'm like, okay, I'll try this stuff out, but I don't go out of my way to go out there and buy these stuff. RoboCop. Guns, guns, guns. Oh, polishing pads. Okay, that's one thing I have. That's one thing I'm wondering about. Greg, you should make some polishing pads, or at least get your company to make them soon. These are some of the pads I have just cleaned recently here. You can see a stack of them. These are all Griot's Garage. Griot's Garage. Chemical Guys. Chemical Guys. So I do have a mix of stuff in here, and then I got some Cobra pads in here as well that I picked up from AutoGeek's website. I know Greg is talking to AutoGeek about them carrying his products here soon. See? Cobra. So, like I said, I have a bunch of pads here. What's the best car waxes you recommend? Here's the deal. I would say spend the money on the sealant because the sealant's going to protect a heck of a lot better. A wax is good, but it usually only lasts about 3 to 4 months before you got to do it again, where a sealant can last up to 12 months. And if you're kind of lazy and you don't really want to get out there and do it a lot, get the sealant, and you can always slap some wax on it. That's why I said, like, when I put the sealant, the shield, on my wife's minivan, well, what I can do now is come back with Masterson's Carnauba wax and just slap this on top for that extra pop and a great looks. But that way you're giving even more protection, but I'm telling you that sealant's going to last way, way more than just a regular wax. So it's kind of whatever you want to do. Do you want to do something that's going to last forever, or do you want to do something like every 3 to 4 months? There's some really good waxes out there, and you can go from there. Wheel brush. Yes, wheel brush is worth its weight in gold. Now, Greg just now started carrying his own wheel brush, but I've had my Daytona Speed brushes for a couple years now. Can you see them? This is essentially what Greg's has. So Greg carries it, and you can see what I'm saying? So you can bend them. It has little rubber tips on the end so it won't scratch your wheels or anything. And these bristles are super soft, but you can get in the tightest areas. Highly recommend them. And like I said, I know Greg is starting to carry a version of that now. I have a bunch of pads. Dude, I have a ton. You have no idea, bro. I have so many stuff. Engine bays. He's got a new, whatchamacallit for engine bays, or degreaser now. I never got it, but I know he has a engine degreaser. I use that. You guys got to see my Chemical Guys orange degreaser. I actually used it on the Blue Prelude, and it turned out really nice. But that's right now the only one I've ever tried. I have not tried Surf City Sealant. I have so many waxes that I haven't even tried yet, and that's what I feel bad about. How is the restored headlights holding up on the Prelude? I'd say they're still about 80 to 90% clear. You guys want to see them real quick? I said I know it's a little dark. Let me find the flashlight. Here's the flashlight. Hold on. And I'll show it to you guys. How's that sound? I hope you guys like the stream so far. All right, you ready? I don't know if it's going to show up good or not. You see it now? Here, I'll show you the other side too. So I'd say they're still easily 80 to 90% clear still. Probably a good 90% honestly. But every time I do any spray waxes, sealants, anything, I always put wax or sealant on my headlights. Even like on the GTR has the headlight sealant. It's got the glass has a sealant. Everything on there has sealant on this car. Yeah, you gotta, dude. That's great, Greg. Greg, to hear that you guys are really starting to take off. I don't care what company it is. These guys don't pay me for anything. A lot of people think that they pay me, like Greg's throwing money my way. He doesn't. I'm happy to see when companies make good products and are doing good, selling high. And then I try and give them some advice from what I've seen from you guys. I listen to you guys subscribers. Every day I come home and I check the comments. Every single day. And I write back. So I actually pass the comments on to the other companies and say, this is what people are asking for. If you make it, they will buy it. Okay, what do you think of this 2017? Camaro, I actually like the looks of the Camaro, but I'm not an American car guy, if you can't tell. But I like the looks of them. I don't know, American cars don't last. Remember, I was a teenager. Alright, sorry about that, guys. The stream interrupted for a second here. I don't know why. It says the actual app was crashing on me, so it's not my wireless connection. So I do apologize. Window streaking. Why do you... That's so weird, man. I'm telling you, this is what I personally use right here. Every time I need something, it's right here. I've been using this a lot on my motorcycle helmet, on the visor, because with the actual glass cleaner, this actually has a water repelling technology in this product, unlike a lot of other glass cleaners. So not only does it clean this, but it actually helps with repelling. Like on the way to work today, it was pouring, and I was on a motorcycle, and the raindrops just flew off. My blue car has this on there, and the water drops are insane. What else do we got here? We lost the stream. I know, Greg. I'm so sorry about that. You guys got it back yet? Give me at least a thumbs up or something if we're back. I've never put Rainox on the inside of my helmet. Okay, good deal. I have, you guys know, see, you guys don't really get to see a lot of this stuff because my blue car is always parked. See what I mean? So I've got a ton of stuff here. So I've gotten tons, but see, I had the plastic from Rain-X, plastic repellent. I put this on my bike. It works really good. I've got the anti-fog. Somebody was just asking about fog. I've got that. I've got their cheapo car wash. I would not recommend this. It's pretty watered down stuff. I've got the original stuff here. Really good. What else do we got in here? Anti-fog. It's pretty good too, okay? So I've got many different stuff from Rain-X. A lot of you guys were asking about that. YouTubers, I don't know, man. I love a lot of car stuff, so I watch a lot of car stuff. Some motorcycle guys, all the typical, like, what is it? The channels for, like, car stuff. Anything like new cars, your Motor Week, your Auto Guide, Edmunds, stuff like that I'm subscribed to. Cruise stuff I'm subscribed to. There's a whole mix of stuff I do. Snowcat, yes, Snowcat. I watch Snowcat. Definitely. Snowcat, he's actually came in on my, I had a live stream back when I was actually doing my other channel. He actually came in and hung out with us one time. No, I don't watch vehicle version stuff. You know how it is. Like, you can watch one or two people's videos, but if you're not, like, after video after video after video, like, loving it, then you just don't want to subscribe. Street Speed. I've definitely seen one or two of his videos, so I know who you're talking about. Usually only a couple times is all you'll need for Rain-X. A couple times a year is all I've ever found you'll need, and it's going to repel for days. But what I found is easy is if I'm going to, like, let's say we put the sealant on the car, just put the sealant on the window and the glass. It works perfectly. It doesn't affect your windshield wipers and everything. I'll give you an example. I've got sealant on this car, right? So with the GTR, when it's pouring rain and I'm driving, the water just goes straight off the windshield. So if it's not pouring heavy, the water just goes off fast and you don't even need to use your windshield wipers. I've never heard of Gert, whatever. What was the first car I owned? A 1988 Hyundai Excel. That thing was a pile of shit. Complete crap. My parents bought it for me. It was 17. It was for Christmas. The neighbor owned it actually, and he was in the Navy, and so he was getting rid of it. And they wanted me to have a little cheap starter car. They bought it for me for $800. It was stick shift, so I had to learn stick shift on top of that. And I got to learn stick shift, and it really helped, obviously, down the road. And that thing, it would break down every 2 weeks. I'm not lying. It would break down. So my dad said, "You want a better car? You better get your ass out there and get a real job." And my friend was working at the company then, so he said, "Hey, I can get you in at my company if you want." I'm like, "Sure." So that's what I've started with my company. I've been there ever since. Future GTR modifications. I answered this earlier. I am putting some Volk wheels on it probably sometime around the fall. I'm going to put maybe a little bit of lowering springs on it, and right now just tint it because I don't want to spend too much. My goal right now is to pay this thing off. That's it. Why does Masterson's... I had no problem with Masterson's waterless wash. It worked out just fine for me. It's about the same as any other washes and waxes. I don't know if you saw the video. I did it on the motorcycle, and it did great. No complaints at all. It makes it super slick, and it just pulled the dirt right off. Hold on. I'm trying to read everybody's comments, guys, so bear with me here. I think Greg left, almost 2 years ago Greg left. Now they've got their one dude, I don't know who, he has his glasses, and he's kind of like a Spanish guy. He makes all their videos for them. Oh, cool. That's good to hear that Masterson's starting to get in. I heard that Chemical Guys now is opening 3 stores in Florida. I'm guessing one's going to be in the Orlando area. Probably one in Miami, maybe one in Tampa if they're smart. But I think Greg was telling me they're owned by their own individuals. So it's kind of like, what do I want to say? It's a franchise, I guess. Greg would be able to fill me in there. Greg, you can fill us in on all that kind of cool stuff. Maybe I told Greg one day when he's a multimillionaire to remember me, because I was there with him from the beginning, so I want part of that millions of dollars. Paint codes are always on the inside door, on the driver's side inside door. I know we're on the other side, but it'll be a little paint code there, and it'll actually tell you. Like on the Prelude, it's right there on the inside door. Can you see my hand? It's right there on the driver's side in the actual side. That's where it's at. If you ever need a paint code for it. I bet these companies are getting there. Where do you order the paint though? You can get it from your local dealership. Your local dealership will carry all of the touch-up paint you'll ever need from there. Yeah, I did notice that Masterson is now on Amazon, so that's good for him. If you guys want to order straight from Amazon, that works as well. The funny thing is, I ordered my first ever dash cam. That'll be here, I think it's Tuesday. Watched a lot of reviews. I wanted the highest quality dash cam I could get, so I'm going to put it in the GTR. I'll make a video of it, and I got it for, I can hardwire it. So that's the plan, is I'm going to put the dash cam in the GTR. But I wanted one that I could actually move from car to car, so that's my plan. Amazon is the future. They're building another giant 2 million square foot warehouse here in Orlando near the airport, and near my job in the next, whatchamacallit, they're getting all the codes cleared out. What else do we have here? How much do you annoy your videos? I don't think I annoy my neighbors, but what I always get annoyed at personally is when I have the tripod out and the camera's out there, I'm clearly talking to the camera. There's nobody around me, and they all walk up and do this. What you doing over there, buddy? How you doing? Or when you gonna wash my car? And I'm right in the middle of a video, and that's when it gets to me. I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of a video, but you gotta be kind of nice. The one time, the guy over here, I finally told him, I'm like, dude, I'm making a video, I cannot talk. If I'm not making a video, we can talk. But I was just like, oh my God, like he keeps coming up in the driveway and talking to me right in the middle of a video. All right, man, enjoy your night. Thanks for stopping by, Kingsley. Straight pipe GTR. One thing, it has the Tannaby medallion exhaust already on here. Around 70 miles an hour to 80. Oh my God, the drone is ridiculous. No, I don't drive for them right now. Sorry, I did drive, but I take care of my son, so I work nights now. Blade Runner. I hate all the newer videos, the movies that they can't think of anything new, and it has to be, we'll remake something from the 70s or 80s. I'm like, why? Why? You hear they're making a new Top Gun too? I love Top Gun, but I feel like they're going to screw it up. You really got to be touchy. Most of the people in my neighborhood are retired. They were managers, CEOs, company owners, stuff like that, and they have money. So like the neighbor here, they're like super old. They live in Indiana most of the year. He has a brand new Tesla and stuff like that, but they're kind of crotchety, you know what I mean? Start up the GTR. Plane noise. Oh my God, it's insane, man. We live right in the flight path. From my house to the Orlando International Airport is 10 or 15 minute drive, maybe. It's literally straight up the main road. It's called Boggy Creek Road, and it's straight up the road. I know, but still, plane noises, dude. I have to stop every time. You can start to hear them. What they do is they creep in from way down there, and they slowly start, and you can hear them. So what I have to do is when they get a little bit closer, I just have to take a pause, let it fly over, which takes about 45 seconds, and then I can start talking again, and I have to cut that part of the video out. I haven't seen Fast 8. I haven't seen a lot. Best towel for Windows. Any high-end microfiber towel. Greg is now starting to carry a lot of the good microfiber towels. But see, I've got these. I think these are from Chemical Guys or Wax Gods. Wax Gods, I think, sent me these. These are the giant Chemical Guys ones. Can you see them? Well, I got that white one attached to it. You know how microfiber towels are. But that's what I use for anything cleaning the windows or anything touching my paint. Spend the money, get the high-end stuff. I know Masterson now has it carrying a lot of that stuff, so he can hook you up with some good stuff. Obviously, you can get discounts, so why not? West Coast Customs. You know, here's the thing about West Coast Customs. I thought they were going to be complete garbage because, you know, it's typical. We're just ripping people off, or we're using the name West Coast Customs and all that garbage. But some of their stuff is not that bad. So, you know, whatever. I would give them a 9 out of 10, 8 to 9 out of 10. Honest to God, 8 to 9 out of 10. It's some other laboratories that makes it for them, so they're not actually, it's not like he's going in there designing himself, Mr. West Coast Customs. So they have a lab and they're just paying to use West Coast's name. Oh geez, it's so bad. Or they said Orlando is setting a record for the most. Last year they set a record for the most people traveling in to Orlando area. 68 million people came into the Orlando area last year just for a vacation. 68 million people. It's insane how fast it's blowing up here. Every time they build a new neighborhood, within 30 minutes, or within let's say 6 months, it'll almost be full. I'm actually pretty far from UCF. UCF is in the northeast corner of Orlando, and Kissimmee is just in the southern suburbs of Orlando. So it takes me about 35 minutes to get to UCF. Waffle Weave, yes, Waffle Weave. I have the giant Waffle Weaves from Griot's Garage. Love those things to clean off the car. Dude, I can't wait to get my son in there to cleaning it. But I'll tell you, I will only let him get into it if he wants to. I will not force him to do it. I'm not going to be that typical dad, well, you got to play sports, you got to play baseball, son, you know, all that stuff. I played it, you got to play it. Whatever he wants to do is what he's going to do. You should really come to Florida, Jason. I think you'd like it. Yeah, I'll definitely have Nathan help detail if he wants to, like I said. No, nobody's come up to my house public-wise. I keep it really low-key. I mean, you can always see my address, my actual number of the house, but I don't say what my street is. I don't show the address or anything other than that. It's officially Saturday. Well, there's no doubt. My wife has to work tomorrow. Her one Saturday of the month she has to work at the medical clinic is tomorrow. Barrett Jackson, yeah, they weren't that bad either. They were another one of these companies that a third party paid Barrett Jackson to use their name, let's face it. And that's all it is. Favorite wheel cleaner. The wheel ones I've always liked that you can easily find. Easily now. That will just tear through the dirt has always been Eagle 1. But they've been bought out, and I just don't know. I don't hear about them that much anymore. Yeah, there you go. Pedro, I agree. I think Greg really would do amazing if, I was telling them a long time ago, I said that he should teach classes because he did it for so many years. He taught, obviously, at Chemical Guys, but he was actually the detailer on his own for years before, and I think he would do a great job actually teaching on his own at his store or somewhere neutral. I think that'd be really good. Oh, Kyle, thanks, man. I mean, I'm telling you, dude, I just do this as a hobby. You know, I have a real full-time job I worry about. So I do this for fun, where Greg do this for a job for years. You know, I learned a lot of this stuff on my own, trial and error, and learning from the other guys. And went from there. I'm going to sit down a few minutes, guys, so I can seal. When will the next new turtle wax? They actually already did the turtle wax projects that were actually like the all the stuff with the outer X. That's all 2017. Like the car bomb from Turtle Wax, like this. Anything with the odor X in it is all for 2017. I haven't heard from them in a while. Message retracted. Dude, the brake dust on the GTR is insane. I'm telling you, it's disgusting. Let's see what else we have here. That's one of their newer stuff from Turtle Wax. You gotta understand, you guys don't get to see this part of my channel that much. See what I mean? These are mostly, almost all store-bought products. My stuff that's been sent to me is that kind of stuff over there in boxes. DA polisher, and it went okay, but it can be better. Dude, just, it's gonna take practice. Don't be scared. A DA polisher is a perfect beginners to intermediate polisher. That's why I personally picked up the one. Because if you put down too much pressure on a DA polisher, it will stop spinning, so it's not going to grind your paint and ruin it. There's some very good high-end professional ones that'll work a lot better, but you got to understand where you're doing, and if you put down too much pressure, you can fuck up your paint real quick, as I'm sure Greg can testify for. You see the swirls and the holograms in your paint and stuff like that from bad technique. That's what you don't want to see. Oh, Greg would be able to answer any questions when it comes to actually starting your own detail company. Greg would be a great guy to personally email and ask him and stuff. I think he'd be great. Because I'm telling you, like here in Florida, it's almost warm year-round for maybe about a month or two a year, and people love their cars. You'll always see sports cars on the road. They're not going to baby them and put them in the garage all that time. How is the mirror glaze, and have you used it? Which mirror glaze are we talking about? Because I don't want to like correct you. Are you talking about Maguire's? Is that the one we're talking about? What's up, buddy, from Ireland? I've been to Ireland once. I stayed there for 5 days. We flew into Dublin, and then we went over to Galway. It's a pretty island. It's the greenest place I've ever seen. It's really cool, but we didn't get to spend more time than 5 days there. I only drive the GTR maybe once a week, maybe twice. That's honestly about it. You got to understand, I have 4 vehicles. So I'm usually swapping them out. Now that I have AC now and the old white Prelude, I'll be taking that a lot. Because I don't mind if like that car, I still park a mile away anywhere I park. But I'm worried about door dings. But with that, I don't care as much because I only paid $1,100 for that car. How many miles on the GTR? Happy Saturday. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate it. I know it's insanely late. Miles, I think, are 27,000 now. I've put, I want to say 1,000 miles on this car in the last 4.5 months. I don't drive it a lot. Remember, I've taken it to Jacksonville, Florida to visit my mom once, and that's about it. Oh, we drove it over to Cocoa Beach for a photo shoot. If you guys got to see my photo on my main page, that's from, whatchamacallit. No, I don't want to wrap it. I love the red. You remember I had the red 370Z? I love it. It works out great. Mirror glaze. What, Matt? Oh, no. Mystery glaze. It's mystery glaze, see? Not mirror glaze. That's why I was thinking it was Maguire's you guys were talking about. No, I haven't. My original plan was to actually throw that on there for the GTR meet, and I just didn't. No, not the GTR. The Cars and Coffee, and I just didn't have time. But I got to tell you right now that if you want something, let's say we're going to a car club or event, guys, or we're going to a Cars and Coffee or any car show. You want something to look really good, make your car look like it doesn't have a sting and swirl in it, get some type of glaze, Mastersons, whatever you want, because it'll help fill in those light swirls. There's a lot of fillers in it. And it'll be easy, quick to apply, and it'll cover up most of the swirls. Greg will be able to tell you all about that kind of stuff. Wife's in Chiefland. That's up there by the Gainesville area. I know all about that. You're out in the country, though. Chiefland's way out in the sticks. What else do we got question-wise, guys? I can't believe we had 32 people. I saw earlier we were up to 45. That's insane. Oh, okay. Yeah, Greg can answer most of these questions about all that stuff, and that would be really cool. That way you can get in touch with him. Greetings from San Antonio. What's up, buddy? Actually, one of the Prelude guys, he was telling me that if I'm willing to drive my Prelude all the way out there, he would do the 5-speed swap for me. Because there's the transmission is, where is it at in the camera? Right there. That's the full 5-speed transmission for the blue car, because that's an automatic. And he would do it for me for $500, but I just got to drive all the way to San Antonio. He's done, like, he said about 10 of them now, so he knows his stuff. I just got to get it done. 300 miles today. Holy crap, dude, that's a lot of driving. I think it's from when I was in Jacksonville, Florida, to make it all the way across the top of Florida to Pensacola is about 350 or 360 miles. I hated that drive. It's 5 hours long. Waterless detailing is the future. I like the waterless detailing stuff, but you go through it so fast. Greg, if I could tell you anything, make a bigger bottle, buddy. I love it, man. I love this. I've never had a problem with waterless detailing at all, or waterless washing and stuff like that, but it definitely, you go through it so fast. So, like, make a bigger bottle. That's what I told, whatchamacallit about one of the sprays. That's the only thing I could recommend. Wine country. You weren't drinking and driving, were you, Greg? What car is next? Okay, here's what I've been thinking. You guys know I have the GTR now. I have payments. It's a 5.5-year loan for the GTR, but I'm already 4 months ahead on my GTR payments because I pay so much extra every month. And I'm planning to have it paid off in exactly 3 years from now, so just about 3.5 years or less will actually be paid off. What I'm thinking is, she told me this is the last 2-door car I'm going to have for a while because my son by then will be pushing 5. So I'm going to have a 4-door car. I'm torn right now. I like some luxury cars, but what am I ready for? I love the Genesis, the new Genesis sedan. It used to be Hyundai Genesis, but now it's their own company. We test drove it twice. Let me tell you, that thing is huge. This is the fanciest car you can get for like 40 grand. It's massive. And it's such a comfortable car, amazing ride, and 40 grand, I'm like, not bad at all. So what I'm thinking is, no, I don't want a Porsche. The thing is, I don't like German cars because they're expensive to fix. Like GTR, I know is going to be stupid expensive for maintenance and everything. So I really don't want to get into another expensive German car. What I was thinking is, honestly, have you guys seen the new Civic Type R? I like things that not a lot of people have. Hence, like the GTR and stuff. And they just announced the price of the Civic Type R is starting at like $34,500. So I'm thinking here in about 3 years after the newness is worn off, you can get them for MSRP. I might actually get something like that. It's not very expensive. Well, it's not going to set me back a ton of money, but it will be very rare and unusual. But it would be 4-door, so kind of cool. Charger Hellcats. I think they're cool, but I'm not into American cars. I've never been into American cars, to tell you the truth. They're all right, but as soon as you drive it off the lot, the thing's going to go in value. Or the GTR, I paid 60-something thousand for, and I could still sell it today for 60-something $1,000. You know what I mean? What's going on from Sydney? Ken, glad to see you swing by here, buddy. Welcome to nighttime in Florida. It is very hot and very muggy. It poured all day long. Maxima. I got in the new Maxima, and I can't get over the looks. The dude that lives like 3 doors down that way has 2 of them in the driveway. They're nice, but I just don't like the looks of it. MR2. Can I MR2 in a little thing? I live in Palm Beach Gardens. Sweet, Kyle. I was born in Fort Lauderdale, like I said, and I lived in Hollywood, Florida until I was 9 years old. My dad got us out of there. He said things were getting too bad, and it was going downhill quickly, so they moved us to North Florida. What else is there? Palm Beach Gardens. Let's see. You'll see most Japanese brands now are made in America. You'll see that. A lot of the cars, your Hondas, your Toyotas and stuff like that. Like my wife's Toyota minivan we just bought her is made in Indiana. I mean, it's good quality, but it's made in Indiana. It's not made in Europe, or Japan. I wish it was cool here, dude. It's been in the mid-90s here, Ken. I don't know what that is Celsius. It's like 32 degrees. And then the humidity today, because it was pouring, it's nasty. Here in Gainesville, love bugs. I've seen them a few, but I haven't really seen them or anything like that. As a matter of fact, now you mentioned that, you guys, let's see if I can find it. What you'll see on tomorrow's video, because you mentioned love bugs. This is what's going to be on tomorrow's video. We tested on my wife's minivan. She had a lot of caked on bugs from just driving every day. And this was what's going to be on tomorrow's video. So guys, I want to make sure you get a lot of views on it. I want to see a lot of thumbs up and stuff like that. Heck, share my videos with your friends. If they are interested in car stuff, share my stuff. I always give shout outs to everybody, and that's it. Subaru is in Kentucky. You're correct about that. I know some of their cars, like the STI, is not made in America still, but most of the stuff is. Camrys, just, I don't know, bland mobiles. How's that sound? They don't do anything for me. Yes, I said before, Pedro, I want to actually I'm going to put some Volk racing wheels on this around the fall. I'm just waiting a little bit because that's what you got. You wait a little while. Volkswagen, a lot of the stuff. Windermere, what's up, Chris? Windermere is not very far from me. That's where Tiger Woods was getting beat down by his crazy-ass wife before he went to jail for DUI over the weekend down in thing. But yeah, you're not too far from me. Nice, love that area of town. Oh yeah, dude. Anytime you're out in the GTR, somebody was asking if you get anybody that wants to race you. You get it all the time. That or all they want to do is take pictures of you. Did you guys get to see my Instagram post the other day? I walked out on Tuesday night from the Shell gas station up here. I wanted to get a snack, an icy, and I'm walking out, and there's this kid like posing next to my car, not touching it, just posing. And he's like 10 years old, and his dad was taking pictures. And so I walked up, I'm like, "Oh, dude, can I get on that picture?" And the guy's like, "What are you, pedophile? Get away from my kid. Why are you trying to, that kind of thing?" And I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, "Yeah, that's my car." And they're like, oh yeah. He loves the GTR and stuff. Whatever you, McGuire's. Now, I haven't tried the McGuire's stuff now. I've seen that Walmart carries their higher end stuff now. I was really surprised about that. Yes, it has a Tanabe medallion exhaust on here. It came with the car. I don't like it that much, but it looks cool for now, and I'm just going to stick with it because I don't have any payments. No, I don't follow Matt from Obsessed Garage. Sorry, I'm not, because I don't watch a lot. I guess a lot of people ask me, so you like detailing? I'm like, yeah, I do it as a hobby. It's fun, but I don't go out and watch a lot of the stuff. All right, Kyle, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, as always, when you guys get to hang out with me. I do with racing. Dude, you like I said, you get so many people that want to get next to you. And especially like your cheaper riced out cars or stuff like that, where they'll try and egg you on and goat you into a race. They'll go, wah, and I'm like, do you really think you're going to win? So I've done it once or twice. I've just blown their doors off just for fun. And, I think that's all they really want. They just want to see the car go. Like when I left Shell the other day, I gave the guy a thumbs up out the window when he was right behind me and I was going really slow. There was no cars in front of me, no cars behind me. It was a completely empty road at 11 o'clock at night. And I gave him a thumbs up and then I just straight up floored it and came all the way down. So that was pretty cool. Which get more people to try and race you? Oh, GTR for sure. Nobody, the bike's ridiculous. You're not going to beat the bike. Very few cars can. The GTR can, but most people can't beat the bike. It's pointless. Thoughts of Adam LZ collab in the future? No, I don't even know. I tell you the truth because I don't keep up with a lot of people because I still have a real life I have to keep up with. I don't know who Adam LZ is. I know it sounds stupid, but I just don't know who that is. I've heard of the name once, but that's it. So I apologize if I look stupid, but I don't know. Soft Fuso, I've heard about a lot of stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't know where to get the stuff unless you get them online. And I really try and keep products that are easy to get. You know what I mean? That are easy to get at stores and stuff like that. Unless the companies go out of their way and contact me like Greg Masterson did and say, "Hey, would you like to try my stuff?" And of course I'm glad to. I'm glad to try out their products, but I don't go out of my way to find these companies. You know what I mean? They just private message me. Yes, you can put on a thing. Greg, tell him right now you can put on some wax all day long on top of the sealant. That's not a problem. Dude, the GTR actually would be the 600, not a problem at all. I mean, the GTR is fun. The bike though is a different type of fun. You're small, you're maneuverable, you're out in the elements, the wind's blowing on you, you just zip through traffic. I love it. All right, Ryan, thanks so much for swinging by. I do appreciate it. I always love when you guys hang out with me, so thumbs up to you, sir. I appreciate it. Met anyone famous that watches your stuff? Not anybody famous. I was surprised when Greg told me he was watching my videos for years, even when he was at Chemical Guys. That shocked me because I'm thinking, Greg's this big YouTube personality, 200,000-300,000 subscriber channel, and why would he watch somebody that at the time only had a couple thousand subscribers? But he said he did, and I was shocked about that. So that blew me away. What the heck just landed on the box? Oh, tree frog. See him? They just out of nowhere, and go bang, you hear something, and a tree frog jumped down from the roof and hit one of the boxes. It kind of freaked me out. What wax do you use? You know me, I use all kinds of waxes just because of the fact that I get so many to try, and I want to try some all the time. So I don't stick to one because of that fact, because I want to make videos for you and be realistic and tell you how it's going to last, was it easy to apply, how long it's going to last, stuff like that. So that's why I try so much. Nathan is asleep with his mom right now. When I got home, he was screaming, and she went to pick him up out of his crib, and she just grabbed him to cuddle with him and like go to sleep. So Nathan is zonked out right now. What else we got? Any questions, guys? I'm really surprised how well this is going. Nah, Jersey, shit. You know Jersey. Here, you want to know about Kissimmee in Central Florida? New York, New Jersey, Puerto Rico. That's all it is down here. Everybody is New York, New Jersey, and Puerto Rico. If you still see those license plates everywhere. So my question, Josh, is any plans to come to Central Florida? Oh, what? I wish you could go live with your YouTube, so. Oh, dude, you can, if you do those hangouts, the live hangouts, you can actually jump on and actually do that. I would recommend, Greg, do a live hangout one day. You can actually have multiple guests on your channel, and then you have all the people talking over here. And they can actually get it. You can private message them that direct link to be invited to your actual thing. I haven't been to Ohio in, honestly, about 10 years. Percent on the Prelude is 5% all the way around. And then I have the 5% strip across the sun visor because I have contacts and my eyes are really sensitive in the sun. And then I have 85% air blue the whole side, so it's just enough to keep it out. I like the Volk wheels. They're the G25s. So I'm starting to get some prices. Remember, when I'm now in the GTR Club of Central Florida, guess who a lot of the GTR owners are? Big car company guys, like they own like the performance company. So they found out I was looking for wheels. They're like, oh, dude, hit me up. So they've already been writing me and saying, dude, we'll get you at this price. No questions asked. Just wait till a certain. They tell me Black Friday is the best time to get Volk wheels. You can get 20% off. So they say if you can wait till Black Friday, November, you get 20% off all day long. No, I haven't done any racing or anything like that, so I apologize. No quarter-mile races. I know they were supposed to go this weekend. The GTR Club of Central Florida was supposed to go on Sunday to Orlando's Speed World or whatever it is, the big racetrack in East Orlando, but they canceled it because of all the rains we're expected to have. What's your favorite car? I'm still old school Fast and the Furious. The newer ones are fun. They're bangs, blow-ups, and stuff like that, but I don't really watch a lot of this stuff. I don't like, oh my god. So I would say definitely like the GTR from the second one. I love Too Fast, Too Furious. That's one of my favorite ones. I like the Supra from Fast and the Furious 7 at the end when he drives off, and they go separate directions and he's supposedly a ghost. The white Supra, loved that one. I remember I'm JDM, so that's the kind of stuff I liked. The orange Supra that looks ridiculous, riced out now, that wasn't ever me. What, you said you want... No, not getting a damn Prius. No. What do you think about leasing as a college student? I rented a 2-bedroom place for the last couple of years of college. My parents got divorced and left me in Florida by myself, and they told me I could move up north with them, or I can stay in Florida, and I chose to stay, so I had to rent my own place for 2 years, and it wasn't too bad, but as long as you can afford it, just don't get yourself into debt. I took a lot of student loans out to pay for college, and here I am still working at my company, and I don't even use my degree, so that kind of sucks that I'm paying every month on a student loan. It's almost paid off. It should be paid off in about a year and a half, but that I'm paying off $20-something thousand loan that I never even used the school for. Sorry. There's a guy. Good. Say hi to that guy standing next to my bike. You know what? I liked Integras because remember I came up in the 90s. I liked them. I actually had my chance to buy a Type R Integra. It was really, really cool. And I don't know, man. You remember how I have my name Accord is my screen name? Well, that's because I own a couple Honda Accords in a row. and that's why I just called it Accord. And then the year I was born. I know I'm giving away my age, but that's how I came about that name, and that was my screen name on my video games for years. No, I don't want to trade my GTR. GTR is something I've wanted for 8 or 9 years. The Supra would be another toy, but I wouldn't get rid of it. Not for just a Supra. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I remember Acura of Orange Park. If you look up Florida, it's in Jacksonville. It's a suburb of Jacksonville, Florida. That's where I went to high school. And Acura of Orange Park was right across the street from the small school I went to. And I remember going over there, and they had 3 Type Rs on the lot. This was 2000. And I got in it, sat in it, and they said, oh, we can give you a deal, brand new, $22,000 for the Type R Integra. And I was like, I went over to Honda, and I got in Honda's Accord EXV6, the fully loaded one with leather and stuff, and I was just like, I like the leather and all the amenities and all that stuff when it comes to it, so that's why I bought the Accord Coupe instead. And later on, of course, I kicked myself in the ass because of that, because I could have had a Type R Integra all these years, which actually are going up in value, where my Honda Accord isn't worth more than probably like $2,000, $3,000 now if I still owned it. So that kind of sucks. I made a bad decision. That's why I'm kind of interested in the Civic Type R as my 4-door here in about 3 years. So we'll see. No, I'm not going to sleep, Nick. Remember, I haven't checked my YouTube channel yet. I've got to check it. I answer all your questions every day as soon as I get home. In the mornings, I'll check them. I was born in 1979. That's why it says Accord 79. Just a dead giveaway about my age. I know I'm getting kind of old. Hyundai, I like Hyundai. The new Hyundais are really good. The old Hyundai sucked. But remember, my wife had the Hyundai Tucson before she got the minivan. Really, really liked it. No questions. And I tried that. I was going to get the Hyundai Genesis before I bought the GTR, but they didn't want to make a deal on it. So maybe that was, a fate that I didn't get it, because I was actually putting money down to buy a Genesis sedan. And I loved it. I test drove it twice. It's an amazing car. So smooth. No, I don't run ethanol. No, a lot of the guys, GTR guys here locally run ethanol. Do you listen to rap music? Yeah, a little bit, for sure. I came from Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida, if you don't know it, it's a big city, but it's kind of ghetto. It's really hood. There's more murders in Jacksonville, Florida than Miami, Tampa, and Orlando. Seriously, they have that many homicides in Jacksonville, Florida. It's so ghetto. Oh, Nick, what part of Florida are you in? I've got a lot of people here from Florida. A lot of people in Texas, California. How close am I to Cocoa Beach? I'm about 35 to 40 minutes I can be in Cocoa Beach. No, I didn't watch Fast and Furious 8. Sorry. What are your thoughts on the Infiniti? I liked them. There was no doubt about it. I liked it. The 2-door coupes looked good. The new one look okay, but they're way overpriced. Winter Garden, no, dude, you're not far from me at all. You're like by Disney on that side of Orlando. I live about 5 minutes from the Turnpike off of US 192 here in Kissimmee. Toronto. I've been to Toronto, Canada. The blue car has driven right through downtown Toronto, Canada. Yeah, that car right there has been in downtown Toronto, Canada. My wife is a family practice doctor, so if you're sick, you're general sick or anything like that, you would go see her. So she's a family practice doctor. So it would be, I guess, general practice. Yeah, Winter, dude, Greg, there's Winter Park, Winter Haven, Winter Garden, just in Florida, and they're all right around the Central Florida area. Winter Haven is by Lakeland, Florida, on the way to Lakeland. Winter Park is on the north side of Orlando, and Winter Garden is near Disney on, I guess you would say, the west side of Orlando. Yeah. So there's a lot of winners around here. No, dude, my channel is so small, brother, that I wouldn't be able to get a lot of people to show up. Dude, old people, it's more like a lot of foreign people that live here now, brother. Like, I go into Walmart here, and I don't speak Spanish, and over in the intercom, they speak Spanish on the intercom. That's Central Florida now. Like, I don't understand what they're saying. And you'll hear nothing but in Spanish. Like, well, I don't know what they're saying, man. What the heck? How do you polish your painted mirrors? No, I do the same thing. I have, you can use the same thing. You can use the stuff, but I use the actual 6-inch DA polisher to get that out. I just run it at angles, and I got all the swirls out. Because this thing was loaded with swirls. And they're all out. Dallas, Texas. What's up, Ricardo? Cavs versus Warriors. I don't watch a lot of basketball. I've been to one basketball game. I've been to the Orlando Magic basketball game one time. And that's about it. Yeah, I mean, Spanish is taking over from a lot of the immigrants that are coming here. So those sections of the country have heavy Spanish. But I think because I was a history major in college, within 1 or 2 generations, you're going to notice that their families, they're not even going to speak Spanish anymore. They'll only speak English. You should go to sleep. Yeah, no, Tim, go to sleep if you need to. Man, I appreciate you getting up at 5, 7 in the morning watching stuff. Wheels, yeah, I've already said it, Walker. I'm going to get some Volk wheels here for this thing. Get a Roop. So my plan is to actually get even a more powerful polisher, like one of the bigger ones that actually have a wider throw. That's my actual plan here, but right now those are about 300 something bucks, and I've been spending a lot of money lately, so I need to kind of like chill out. Well, I don't know why they would. I don't see it shady. In Florida, almost everybody has tinted windows. Everywhere you go, everybody has tinted windows. Nobody even thinks about it. You should move here if you want to, Ricardo. It's not expensive to live. It's much cheaper than like say California. Greg can preach to that. California, our home alone in California would probably be $1.5 million. But here in Florida, you can get it less than $500,000 all day long, unless you're in like some really, really high-end part of Florida, like Miami or something. Flex, I've heard a lot of good things about Flex. I know AutoGeek uses a lot of Flex polishers. I do like their stuff. I love watching AutoGeek. They're one of the very few channels that I'm actually subscribed to for detailing. I'm not subscribed to Chemical Guys. I'll watch their stuff once in a while. I'm not subscribed to Adams. I'm not subscribed to... I do have Griot's Garage subscribed, but they don't put a lot of videos out. I'm not subscribed to the Junkman. I'm not subscribed to Ammo NYC. I've seen a couple of their videos now and then, but I don't subscribe to them. So, there you go. Yeah, Greg knows right away. Greg knows about the size of our house. We have a pretty big home here. So, yeah, you're probably right, about $2 million. And that's just insane, dude, to spend $2 million in a house like this. I would rather live in Florida or anywhere else and just pay way less. You make less, but you essentially make more because you're not paying so much. 2%, that's insane. Now, 2% is already bad. Oh, dude, nobody messes with me here in Florida. The one time, there's a small city on the way up just north of Palm Beach called Port St. Lucie, Florida. And that whole area right there is where the turnpike crosses over I-95 and starts heading up towards Orlando. It is the biggest speed trap around. And anytime you go through those little towns right there, like Stewart, Port St. Lucie, and Fort Pierce, right there in that little tiny corridor, they'll be giving any 10 state troopers sitting through there anytime. They pulled me over one time. I was doing 72 miles an hour in a 70. Wasn't speeding at all. And he pulls out on me and pulls me over and says, your tint's dark and I think you have drugs on your car. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And I was really nervous by then. They had me get out of the car. This is a story you're never going to hear. They had me get out of the car. And he said, I'm going to have the drug dogs down here. My friend from the drug dogs coming down here. You're going to jail tonight. The whole damn 9 yards. And I said, dude, I don't have any drugs. Well, he's like, you're acting like you're scared. I'm like, I am scared. I haven't done anything wrong. Now I'm out of the car. I said, I don't do anything. I work for a giant company. My wife's in the medical field. She makes more than both of us combined. I was like, dude, I don't do drugs. What the hell are you talking about? And I said, the keys are on the dash. Just go in and look for the car yourself. There's nothing in there. We were coming back from a car show. And after waiting there about 45 minutes, he's like, well, your record's clean, man, so I'm going to let you go ahead and go. I don't think you have any drugs on you, but I'm giving you a window ticket. And I was like, fuck you, dude. Even they're dicks down there. State troopers are assholes. I'm sorry if anybody's a state trooper or anybody's in the law enforcement, but state troopers have always been dicks. Even if you see them walking around in a store, they just walk around like cocky dickheads, and I can't stand that. I mean, just like you're supposed to be protecting us, and you want to act like you're better than us. And I was really pissed off about that way they treated me there when I wasn't doing anything wrong. So I paid the ticket the next day online, and I never removed the tint. I'm like, I'm not moving it. The 370Z was easy to maintain. I only put on 13 or 15,000 miles on the 3 years I had it. So sorry, I didn't do much to it other than oil changes and tires. All 4 tires cost me. I got a deal on it for $1,200. Complete stop behind the sign. My wife got nailed when she was in Miami doing her med school training. I was down there visiting her. She was driving. It was great. We pulled to a stop. She looks and takes a left. Well, guess what? There was a moving truck blocking the stop sign and a no left turn there. So she pulls out, gets to the light. We pull across to go to a dinner. Boom! Right behind us comes flying in with the lights up. And I was like, what the hell? What are you getting stopped for? Ma'am, I got you back there turning left out of that neighborhood and all that. And I'm like, I told my wife, Terry, I said, fight it. We'll go back and take pictures. The moving truck was blocking the actual, what's it called? Blocking the actual sign. You couldn't even see the stop sign. But she's like, she didn't want to worry about it. She just paid it online. Those cops that are like that are just dicks. They knew that sign was blocked and you couldn't see it. And we didn't know. We took a wrong turn, so she pulled back out of the neighborhood, took a left, and came to a full stop, look around, and she went, but you couldn't see because the damn moving truck was there. And that cop knew it. He was sitting at the next street over just waiting for somebody to pull out. He was a dick. Nathan's first car. Whatever Nathan wants. I told my wife, honestly, if we were going to get him something cheap and used like I started out with, probably something like a Honda Civic or something that would be cheap but a good quality that's not going to break down all the time. I don't know if I'd love to get an R34, but you gotta understand when it's gonna be legal. I think in 2024. By then, my kids are gonna be like Nathan will be like 10 years old, 11 years old. I'm still gonna have a family car, and the prices of the R34s now on Japan's website, they're selling between $40,000 and $50,000 now. Wait till they become legal. They're gonna go hit $90,000, $100,000, like what happened with the R32. No, I didn't daily drive the 370Z at all. I just got a little message. Sorry about that. Instagram message. Cops are dicks because, they really, sometimes they do. One of the guys I ride motorcycles with, he's actually a police officer here in St. Cloud, and he's really cool and laid back. He told me within like a couple days of riding with him, he's like, I'm actually a police officer. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I'm telling him, like, I run Waze and all that stuff, and I have radar detectors and all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, I had one too. I put me on Masterson's Instagram stories. Hey, I appreciate that, Greg. I really do, as always. R35 family car. No, seriously, you guys see that? Here, well, I'll show it to you. Let me move the chair so I don't hit this car. There's all kinds of bugs out right now. I can't stand them. So, can you see the back seat here? So he goes in his little chair here. So I just bring it up like that and stick him in there like that. It just locks in. So yeah, this is actually why, this is what I use to take. Oh, all of my cars can take them in there, but there you go. Yes, radar detectors definitely still work. Definitely still work. I would highly recommend getting a good quality radar detector. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for a newer one now. I'm looking at the Uniden R3, and then I heard Escort's coming out with a brand new red line, which was their long distance champion for the longest time. It would pick up cops about two miles away. What else do we got? Yeah, dude, the bugs are nasty down here. Ugh. I don't know if you have this stuff, Nick. These little tiny bugs that are attracted to light at night, they're everywhere. And they die. Like, they'll live about one day and they die all over the car. And you get these little bug bodies all over your car in the garage. V1. Yeah, that's the V1. It's in this car. Can you guys see it? That's the Valentine one right there. So that's what's in there. However, some of the newer detectors are starting to beat the Valentine one. The only thing the Valentine one's really got going for it is the arrows. But the actual arrows patent they had for 20 or 25 years just expired last year. So now companies are starting to make arrows on their own products. Sweet. I loved my red line. Some reason I can't find it. We were on a trip and I took it out earlier this year, last year. I took it out of my wife's car and I can't find where I put it. I still have the actual plug and the actual suction cups, but I don't know where I put it. I'm thinking maybe it's got up under her seats in the van, but that was the last time I can remember using it. So I'm going to have to figure out where I put it because that was a $500 radar detector I have and I can't find it anywhere. The temperature right now is probably in the 80s right now at night. During the day it's in the 90s. I got a ticket. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't had any police and sheriff's departments in the Kissimmee area are beyond lazy. They don't do anything. You can go out right now. What is it right now? 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, guys? 1 o'clock? And you'll see cars driving down the road here because they're not from Florida with no headlights on. None. And they say, well, my car thought I had automatic headlights. They'll go right by police officers and they don't do a thing here. Cops here are beyond lazy. I hear it's because the crime is bad. And there's some gang activities that are coming in from the Puerto Rico and some of the islands are starting to really come down here. And they're causing a lot of drama. So the cops and sheriffs are more concerned about crime than they're worried about actually like stuff. Leather cleaner. I've tried a lot of good leather cleaners, man. I literally have tried a lot, and a lot of them. I've tried McGuire's, Turtle Wax. I have Mother's has been good. I've tried theirs. I have a couple other ones I haven't even tried yet. Oh, I like Wax Gods one. I tried that recently. They did pretty good. Nope. You know, it's one of those products that, see, one of those products that many companies will actually do really good on, that I don't really see an issue with it. You know what I mean? What I want Greg to come out with is like a quartz thing to get over to the guys at the lab and make themselves like their own like Geon quartz type paint protectant. I think that's my biggest thing I'd like to see from Greg, because I think that's the future of paint protection, is get the quartz stuff, because when you do it, that stuff lasts for like 2 years or more, and it's insane. The guy, remember the gray GTR I did Masterson's car care wheels on? Well, he has the Geon quartz on it, and when I washed it, the water sheeted off faster than the water could hit. I've never seen anything like that. That was the first car I've ever seen with a quartz on there. He told me he paid his pro detailer $1,000 to apply that, to polish his car out properly, get all the swirls and scratches out, and then apply it. The guy charged him $1,000. I was like, oh my God. And the product's not that expensive, but they're charging that much to detail these high-end cars, make it complete perfect. Like basically what I did, get every swirls out, and it takes hours, and yet these detailers, Greg can preach to it, $1,000 detail job. Insane. That's your interior, exterior, but the paint is perfect. Not a single swirl on it. And it's just, that's the way you do it. If you're going to do the Geon quartz, it's going to last for 2 years, you better make sure that paint's in the best stinking condition, not a swirl anywhere, because that's going to lock it in for 2 years. You're stuck if it looks bad. Detail business this summer. 14. You know, I've actually met a few guys that actually detail. They go into the neighbors' homes down the street here, let's say, and they just go up and say, hey, ma'am, can I wash your car? I'll do it for this much money. And they get their name out there, and then other neighbors find out, then their friends find out, and it's like the domino effect. Like, I mowed yards when I was a young kid. I mowed them for a little while. And what happened is, I would be mowing one dude's yard, and then the neighbor next door would come out and be like, hey, son. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Yes, ma'am. And they'd be like, would you be interested in mowing our yard next? How much do you charge? And I would say, like, back then it was like $30 to mow and edge their yard. Okay, that's fine. I'll pay that. Instantly. Then so I'm like, okay. So then you get another place and another place and another place, and that's what took off. So I actually mowed yards for 4 years before I even finally quit, because I was working and going to school at the other job, so my current job. So I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't keep up. So I had to tell them I'm sorry. Seminole, man. Seminole County is, dude, they're bad. When I had to go for more driver training up in Longwood, that's where the other building is from my company, and we had to be out there, and dude, Longwood, right through there is cop central, man. Holy crap, Longwood, Winter Springs. Oh, that's another one, Greg. Winter Springs is right next to Longwood. And Seminole County is just like cop heaven over there. But down here in Osceola County, cops don't care what you do. You could kill somebody and they'd be like, damn it, you got to make me do some work tonight? Oh. And that's just, they're really lazy. Got to go. Take care. Chris, thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, dude. It really means a lot when you guys swing by here and say hi to me. Let's see. I don't know what to charge. I don't know, if you're just going to do a car wash and cleaning, maybe like, I don't know, $20 or something like that. Like, don't overdo so much. Pizza and watching chat. Thanks so much, Victor. Did you guys see my Instagram picture? The other day I went to go to Pizza Hut to get my stuff, and I took a picture of it with the GTR, because I actually took the GTR up there. It's funny, when I take it some places, people are like, oh my God, did you see there's a GTR there? Oh my God. They'll come running out of the store. That's what happened. Like Papa John's, I went up there, and they all came out because they saw a GTR. I went to some barbecue place, and they're like, oh my God, he's got a GTR. They come out and they want to go look at it. That's the way you get treated with a GTR. It's like nothing I've ever seen in my life. If I drove the Prelude or the motorcycle, it's like, whatever, he's nobody. But when I pull up in the GTR, it's a different world, man. People are like, oh my God, yeah, Winter Springs is bad. I mean, remember, you guys, if you might know where RevWorks is, in Winter Springs, that's who did my wheels. That's where I ordered my raised gram lights on my 370Z in the lowering springs. I would have to go through there on that one road off 417. I forgot what it is, the 434. And dude, everybody was like, go slow. Just do exactly the speed limit for those couple miles you have to go through there, because cops are bad. And every single time, the cops were always there in Winter Springs. My dad has a GTR video. Nicholas, you might want to talk to somebody like Greg here to give you some tips, because there's different levels of washing and detailing you might want to do. So not everybody's going to want all that stuff done. Most of these people around the neighborhood, they don't care about the inside, or they don't care about the engine bay. They just want to wash and the car to look good. Maybe vacuum it out for them, and that's all they really care about. So there's no reason to go overboard and spend more time than you have to when you can go to another customer and make even more money that might want that and is willing to pay more. I'm not a pro on that. I've looked into it, but that's a lot of what they say. Don't go out of your way to do more than they're going to pay for. Yeah, Greg, I agree, dude. I know you can make it, especially here in Florida too, and I know in California, Texas, you could probably easily rake in $100,000 a year if you're willing to hustle. Remember the guy that bought my 370Z? He has a detailing company down there in West Palm Beach, and he only does Ferraris and stuff like that. He has his own van, he has his own place, his house, and he paid cash for my 370Z in $100 bills. He came up in a $100 bill stack. He handed the exotic car dealership the money that we agreed to. I mean, just because he had that much cash on him. Not like a cashier's check from his bank or anything like that. It was straight $100 bills. I was just like, holy crap. I'm like, when we put the money down for this, and plus the money that he gave me for my car, I actually just wrote him a check, because I don't even know what cash is. Everything's direct deposit. So I was shocked, but he makes that kind of money. He always is doing Ferraris, Lamborghinis, high-end BMWs. I see it on his Instagram, and I'm like, damn. He's a really, really nice kid. He had 3 of his friends come out with him. And they were all going insane looking at the high-end sports cars. What's going on, GTR. Sorry. It's funny when you only have one letter to it. You know what, guys? I'm having a lot of fun with you guys, hanging out with everybody. Describe Lexus. 12:45 a.m. Now that's dedication. Yeah, it really is. I don't know. Remember, Ken, I work nights because I have a son, so I don't get off work till later at night. And I got to ride the motorcycle tonight, so I was really having a fun time. So remember, I watch my son all day long. And that's when I actually get out a lot of your videos, is during the day when he takes a nap. I run out here and grab the tripod, I get the camera, I get the products out, and hope the dipshits down the road aren't making lawn mowing stuff or mowing all day long, and hurry up and get the videos out for you guys, because I always put out 2 videos a week. And I'm going to probably try and ramp it up to 3, but we'll see what happens. What else do we got here? Vacuum your car. Yeah, just a regular shop vac, dude. Can you see here? I know it's got a lot of stuff in here. That's the shop vac I use, just the Home Depot brand. Dude, $40. Don't spend a lot on a vacuum. It's a vacuum. $40 shop vac, don't blow a lot. You can get the attachments there and everything. Any plans to review? Not yet. Remember, guys, I have so many products I haven't tested out. I did get a couple of products out for Stoner Car Care. Like I said, I felt bad because they did send me their stuff back in January or February. And so I have gotten a lot of his products out now, and I want to get some more out, but you know how it goes. You've got to spread them out for each company. That's why I haven't gotten these 2 done yet for Greg. That was my original plan, was to have these stuff done for Greg's car, for Masterson's Car Care. But I just have hit that brick wall where I still have so many products that came before Greg's products. So I'm trying to get a few of them out first to show them that, look, I'm a good person to invest in and send your products to, and that I'm not just wasting your time or stealing your products. You don't want to be like that for these people that are generously donating products to you. No, we don't financially hurt. I'll tell you that right now, Kingsley. I appreciate it, but we don't hurt for anything. One thing I learned a long time ago is don't get yourself into debt. Stay way, way below. I got myself into debt when I was young, and I'll never do it again. Remember, the 370Z was paid off for over a year. These cars I've had this one I've had for 11 years. That one I've had for going on 8 years now. And I paid cash for the white one. This one was paid off in 3 years. So I hadn't had payments in years and years and years when I bought my 370Z, and I paid it off in 3 years. So we live way, way below our means. And that's the best way to stay. So if you want to go buy whatever you want, like I bought the new dash cam. It was like $250 for it. No big deal. It came right out of my PayPal account. Done. I didn't put it on a credit card. I paid cash for it. Done. And that's just the way it is. When I bought my helmet here, this helmet is a racing, the Rafa Series HTC helmet, was $550. I swiped my debit card. I did not get myself into debt. I paid cash. The motorcycle, $6,000 cash. I did not get myself into debt. Don't do it. Don't do what I did. And living paycheck to paycheck, it sucks. I can't change it. It automatically, gaming, I'm sorry. I tried it earlier and it wouldn't let me. It automatically changes the screen and locks it out. So in order to get it to come back, I had to flip it back up and down. The engine of the GTR. Well, give me a second if you want to see that. I've got to make my way over to this side of the garage. It's a little bit tight because I have the motorcycle in here and then parked between the cars. I've got to, you see what I mean? There's not a lot of room here. So I've got to kind of look at this by the mirror. I'm kind of squeezed by. And that's why I have this on there. This came with the car, but I just put it on there anytime it's in the garage. So that way I don't scrape the wall. There we go. Like, it's tight. It's tight getting in here. All right, can you see? GTR. Oh, got to get to it. There we go. Yeah. All right, let me get back out. Yeah, it's tight. It's tight in there. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna have to, these things still have hood props. You would think that, oh no, they got plenty of room. Like, they should have like the adjusters. They don't. It's a GTR. They said it saves weight. There you go. There's GTR engine. Yeah. There's no actually like the pistons. Even the 370Z didn't come with it. I actually had they have companies that make for the pistons that actually lift and lower, where you don't have to have the hood prop. But they said it saves weight, so that's why your GTR is not going to have it. So there's your GTR engine. It's pretty sweet. I changed out all the LEDs, of course, in my 370Z, but I haven't touched much on the GTR. I have a lot of people ask me. I've actually had people ask me to clean and detail their golf carts. Because remember, I live in a golf cart, a country club, a golfing country club here. And they're always driving their golf carts up and down the street, and they're like, oh, why don't you wash and clean up my car and detail my car? And I'm like, or my golf cart. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Just bring it by another time, and I can do it for you. But if that was to start happening, I would actually start charging people, because I'm not going to go out of my way to clean their cars for free. Maybe to help build my name up a little bit around the neighborhood, to get future potential for like the first time or two I'd wash it, and then the word of mouth would of course spread. Yeah, dude, I love the GTR. It's a badass car. They're rare. You don't see them on the road. When you do see one, you get like excited. I know I always did when I saw it. But then again, I like the GTR. I know some people are like, it doesn't do anything for me. But let's say the Dodge Hellcat does, or the Demon does, or I don't know, Prius does. I don't know. But you get the idea where I'm going with that, where when you see it, it's just like, but the GTRs are so rare. There might, in all of Kissimmee, if I had to honestly guess, there's probably anywhere from 5 to 10 in all of Kissimmee, Florida. That's it. So when you see them on the road, it's like, or you actually know the person who owns it. That's just the way it does. Oh, sorry about that, Greg. I don't know, man. I was just typing it in, and it made me put it up here. Like, I tried to flip it before I started it, and it said I couldn't do it. Prius. What was that thing on the GTR window? What thing? What's on the GTR window? There's nothing on the window. See? There's nothing on the windows. What are you talking about? Dude, being a dad has been one of the best things that's ever happened in my life. I was nervous about being a dad, I'll tell you the truth, because I was adopted. I was the only kid that was in my family because I was adopted. And I didn't know about raising kids. I didn't know about being around kids. But when you walk into a room and he sees you for the first time or sees you that day, it goes from he's playing on the ground, he looks up and he just goes, ah! And smiles, and because he's so happy to see you, it just means so much. Now I know when he's going to be a teenager, he'll be some brat and, typical teenage dickhead. But it's just the best feeling when you see that. And you're like, hey, buddy, and he just puts his hands up and just starts laughing and screaming. And it's the best feeling about being a dad. I highly recommend it to everybody. But wait until you are ready. Don't ever rush to have it. AMG, that's back to German cars again, Frozen. I'm not into German cars. I've been to Germany 7 times, but I'm just not into them. I know they're very expensive to fix. Lowering cars. Lowering them for racing is totally fine, but I'm talking proper race setup. Maybe like what I had on the Springs, where it gives you a 1-inch drop, but like the stupid camber look to it. No, God, no, that's useless. Absolutely useless, and it looks stupid. They can't even clear like a speed bump. So no, that's useless. Front window. Oh, that's my Valentine 1 radar detector. Hold on, I'll get back in the car. Let me move this chair again. Bear with me as we enter my private office here, guys. Doors open? Okay. I have the seat all the way pushed up because of my son's. See, it's the Valentine 1 radar detector. Now I'll try and pull it out for you guys. See it? So that's what's in the window you're probably asking about. I want to get it hardwired, but the thing is, I switch cars all the time, so I've just been kind of like, I'll leave it in there. Dude, it's true. Teenagers are always like that. I mean, I tried not to be, and my dad was very strict. He was a school principal. So if you messed around with my dad, he would pull out that wooden paddle like that and whoop you. No questions asked. He's like, get in your room, I'll be there. So I was too scared to do anything wrong, and I never did anything wrong if I didn't have to. Just because I was too scared of my dad. I didn't care about the class getting in trouble at school, because I knew the repercussions when I got home is if he got a call saying, like, you know, your kid's messing up in school here, it makes him look bad as a school principal. He was an elementary school principal, so he didn't mess around. He was just like, get in your room, I'm going to whoop your tail as soon as I get home. That kind of thing. If you have your V1, Andrew, turn off the X-band and K-band. You need to go and figure out what your area uses. If your area only uses KA or laser, you don't need it. That's what I did. I turned off my X-band and K-band because the whole area around Orlando only uses really KA-band or laser. I haven't really seen much K-band or K-band here at all, so just use your KA-band. Turn everything off. It'll kill a lot of the false alerts real easy. What else we got here? I'm number 6 or 7. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I was adopted when I was 1.5 years old, so I don't know my original family or anything. You can, firearms tutorials, you can turn off all that stuff. It's easy. Just go into the settings and turn off all the extra bands you don't need. Yeah, laser jammer. I know a lot of people that use the laser jammers, but remember, they're illegal, so as soon as you get hit, you got to like slow down and turn it off. Yeah, well, you know, that's the way a thing is, because that way, if you have a radar detector, then you know you're not going to make revenue for them. But you should use the Waze app, guys. Use the Waze app, WAZE. It's free. 80 to 90% of the cops on the highway have already been spotted out for you. You'll know where the accidents are. You'll know if there's heavy traffic or anything. Download the Waze app. It's free. Use it anytime you're in your car driving around. Yeah, dude, I have the Escort red line as well, but I can't find it. I put it somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. I have all the current consoles, but I also have a gaming PC as well, Frozen, that I built. It only has a 1060 graphics card in it because I just haven't been gaming as much as I used to, so I didn't really want to spend a lot on something I don't use anymore. All right, dude. Greg, thank you so much for swinging by, dude. I really do appreciate it. Remember, guys, Greg's hooked me up. Anybody's subscribers now. If you want to try out any of his products, I highly recommend just trying them out, man. Order from some of his products. What he did is if you put Accord79 in as the coupon code, you're going to get 15% off. So why not give it a shot and actually try some of his products and go from there? I know sometimes he actually does even free shipping, or $1 shipping, something like that. I don't know. Greg can tell you about it, but why not try some of the products if you're actually interested in his products versus paying full price? 15% off? Hey, it's 15% off, right? So I appreciate Greg you swinging by. It really means a lot to me. Thoughts on the G37? They're very, very nice cars. I don't like the newer stuff that they changed the name on it. Kia Optimus. I like Hyundai, and I know Hyundai and Kia are the same company, but I don't like Kia's designs. You know how everybody has their own picks on designs? I don't really like Kia's designs. I'm sure they're really good. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate you swinging by. Pedro, thank you very much for swinging by as well. I really do appreciate it. Dude, I'll try and do live streams anytime I can. I've already seen the live stream's been up 1 hour and 35 minutes. I didn't mean for it to go this long because I was going to do an Instagram live stream. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I've been doing a lot of Instagram live streams. I don't know if you guys got to see that I did the Instagram live stream from Volcano Bay, Universal Orlando's new water park. I did the live stream from Universal Studios when we went We walked around the park, and I took you into the Harry Potter world, where we went down Diagon Alley. I took you down that area. So if you like those kind of stuff, where you get to see not only just this, but maybe a little bit more of my personal life as well, then add my Instagram. It's also Accord79. And I do live streams there as well. Why doesn't Amazon... There's a lot of companies that will actually... I think Masterson will actually ship to you overseas. Everybody's leaving. Well, we still have 38 people in here. I'm honestly surprised. I'm shocked that so many of you guys are in here. And I appreciate it. Like I said, we can talk about more detailing products. I know we've kind of got off topic. But, you know, it's a hangout. It's Friday night. It's technically Saturday morning, I guess, now. But it's a hangout. You can come hang out with me and talk all night long. I mean, look at all the products I have. And this is just what I have in the closet right now. And I'll be glad to talk to you about all kinds of stuff. I don't really want to talk about political either. I don't care if it was Obama's head. Let's just say I'm not a fan of Obama, but the fact is that's something you don't do. I don't care what it is. You don't show some wannabe quote-unquote decapitated head. So even though I might not like this president or that president like Obama, you just don't do it. Still eating Pizza Hut. Holy crap. That's insane. But no, that's just something you don't do. There's rules and, you know, just courtesy, and you just don't do it. And I think today's world is going down the tubes, and you really gotta, if things don't change, it's, you know, it's gonna be chaos again. Any garage plans for the future? No, I mean, when I moved in, can you see the floor? It has sealant on the floor, so if anything leaks or whatever, it's kind of dirty right now. All I gotta do is mop it up so it can't seep into it, so it's pretty cool. 10:01 p.m. Yeah, dude, it's already midnight. It's just past 1 o'clock in the morning here. Should I do a detailing thing and be like this? This is what a lot of people, you'll see a lot of stuff. Let's say I wear a watch. So yeah, I'm doing the detailing. You know, people always trip out about that. It's the funniest things. Or you need to take off your rings and stuff. If I was doing it as a professional, I would make sure all that stuff's off. But of course I try and keep the watch off. But if you want to set off some crazy people on YouTube and trigger some people, wear yourself a watch or jewelry, or, you know, get your belt buckle. So I'm working on the car over here, and they all trip out. It's the funniest thing. Hold on, it's saying poor connection, so I'm sorry. I'm waiting for it to kick back in while it says poor connection. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me, I apologize. I'm waiting for the poor connection to go away. Come on, connection. It's still saying poor connection. I apologize, guys. I apologize. There he goes. Okay, we're back again. BMWs. I've been to the BMW museum there in Munich, Germany. It was pretty cool, but German cars are very finicky. When they break, they're very expensive. Where, let's say, a Honda is dirt cheap to fix, or a Hyundai is cheap. Hyundai is cheap to fix as well, so that's why. I actually had my friend who also has a 370Z do a little bit of photo shoot for my son's first birthday, and when you saw some of the pictures I posted up on Instagram and on my Facebook, that was from pictures from him. He actually took some of the pictures. Ken, thanks very much for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it like usual. Some of those guys, you gotta understand, when those channels get, like, I don't know, I've looked up Obsessed Garage, I don't really know about these guys, so I apologize, but when they get to these 50, 70, 100,000 subscriber mark, many times those guys are hard to talk to. Not like I'm going to go talk to the guy, but you get the idea that they get maybe a swelled head, if you want to say, where they don't care about the people anymore. They're in it for the views, subscribers, and then, of course, the revenue money off of YouTube. And that's what I will always try and do. I mean, I make pennies on videos that I make, okay? I'm not getting rich off of anything. We're talking pennies. Like, if I make a video, let's say we make a video on the car sealant, I might make $1 or $2 over the month from that. I'm not going to get rich off of YouTube, okay? So I'm not that guy. And it's taken me years to make any little bit of money off YouTube. But when those guys that are putting out 3-4 videos a week, you try and talk to them, you're never going to get a hold of them. Because they're swamped, and two, unless you're a bigger channel than them, so it helps them get even more subscribers, then you're never going to get anything. That's the way I see it. How often do you replace wash mitt? Once every 6 months is when I usually do a gaming craft. The pros will always recommend once every 6 months to get a new wash mitt. And then those old wash mitts then turn into wheel wash mitts because I don't care about the wheels as much. So I use those to clean the wheels with it. Yeah, dude, I've had the random big channels like Snowcat. Have you guys heard of Snowcat, the motorcycle moto vlogger out of Canada? He's actually commented on one or two of my stuff before, so that's pretty cool. I've talked to him one time in a live hangout, and that was interesting. Like, me and him were actually talking, so that's cool. He'll talk to you, but, you know, you're getting hit up. It's like being a girl, a pretty girl in a car thing. The messages are nonstop to these guys, where it's just constantly PMing them, emails, everything, so they can't keep up, and then sometimes it goes to their head, like I said. How big is Obsessed Garage going to be around? They could be around in 5 years or one more year. You don't know. What are they going to do after that? So, I don't know. I try and keep it real with you guys. I'm only 16,000 subscribers. I'm a nobody in the bigger world. I thought, you know, I read, I don't know where my mind is right now. It says you need to watch Ammo NYC. Legit, the guy is, I thought it said Guinness, like the beer. I'm like, what? I had to actually read it again. I know, it's getting late, and I'm wide awake, but that's what I was reading. I was like, Guinness? Because I've been to the Guinness factory in Dublin, Ireland. That was pretty cool. I did the whole tour and all that stuff. No, you're going to get a lot of that. Have you noticed some of the bigger channels that blow up really fast? They get all the attention and stuff. It's like a teenage girl that has boobs for the first time, and all the guys in high school are like, oh my god, and you'll see a lot of that, and then their heads went from their nice sweet girls to hang out with to suddenly, don't talk to me anymore. I saw that a lot growing up as a kid, and I always just kind of always push those girls down. I'm like, whatever, what happened to you? I'm always up late because I actually work late at night, so that's why. JR Garage, I don't know about that either. I appreciate that about the channel. I mean, I'm doing everything by myself. I do my own camera work, obviously. I don't have a professional doing it. I try and edit the best I can. I don't have an amazing editing program. I'd like to invest in one this year, like a Sony Vegas Pro or something better. I'd love to get a better camera, a much better camera that can record in 4K. I think that would be a goal for me this year, is to invest it. One of the things you'll have to learn when it comes to YouTube is whatever money you make off of their videos, because if you're monetized like mine is, even if it's dollars or whatever, you have to claim that on your taxes, which sucks. I mean, sucks. So a little bit of money, I don't care if it's you made $150, $200 that year, you get hit with that, and you better claim it on your taxes. But the thing is, when it comes to buying products or whatever, you can actually write that off, which is what I wrote off a couple $100 last year, because I'm like, well, I mean, whatever. I mean, technically I did buy a couple $100 of products to use on my channel, so, and as a revenue, that's what I did. So you got to understand that. A lot of these guys have to do that. What do you like about Florida life? Unless you live in North Florida, it's almost warm year-round. North Florida, I went to high school there in elementary, and it freezes during the winter. Okay, a lot of people don't believe that about Florida. It doesn't get cold in Florida. Bullshit. I've seen it snow more than once in Florida. Snow in Florida. It was North Florida. I think we had 2 inches of snow on the ground. Maybe I'll upload that to my Facebook picture if I can ever find it. We had 2 inches of snow on the ground when I was living in Pensacola, Florida. I've seen it snow lightly when I was in Jacksonville, Florida. I would go to work at night, and it would be down into the teens when I left work at 2 o'clock in the morning. In the teens in Florida. That's how crazy North Florida is. It's nothing like here. It's more like southern Georgia and southern Alabama. It's really cold. No AC. No AC in the garage. Yeah, so right now, it's just humid as hell right now. JR Garage is cancer. Sorry, I don't know who you're talking about. I apologize. Like I said, the one funny thing I'm starting to see is, sweet, Firearms. Maybe I'll hit you up, or a private message me, Firearms. I'll gladly, I can meet up with you, like, 'cause you said you wanted to come out sometime and actually clean the car or whatever, and that would be fine. But yeah, I don't know about a lot of these channels, I'm sorry. Good scary stories. How about being scared and almost getting into accidents? That's some of the worst scary stories I've ever had, when you're almost in accidents. Like going out into woods and all that stuff. You know, I was supposed to go in the Army after college. I did the University of West Florida's Army ROTC program for 3 years. Going out in the woods doesn't scare me at night. None of that stuff scares me. Getting almost into a head-on accident because of a bad driver, that scared the living shit out of me. That's what scared me. I was going on the left-hand lane. Well, some dumbass came out and decided he was going to go this way, right when I was in the left-hand lane, and I was doing, I don't know, like 75 or whatever down the road, and for some reason he came out in front of me head on. I slammed on the brakes and whipped over, and I barely missed it. And I was freaked out for the next hour because I had almost gotten a head-on wreck at 70 miles an hour. I was freaked out. I also spun this car out in Kentucky. I was driving to New York to visit my mom in upstate New York, and for some reason it was really cold that year. Everybody was getting these snowstorms, and what happened is I was driving Tennessee. It started snowing, and I was like, okay, we're at the Tennessee-Kentucky border. And it was really weird. They were expected to get a lot of snow, and well, Kentucky's not ready for snow. They don't have snow plows and stuff like up north does. So it was snowing so heavy on the road, and I hit black ice. And it was snowing, but it wasn't on the road sticking yet. Well, the car was on the phone with my mom, and the car started doing this. And here I am doing 80 miles an hour, okay? 80. And the car started just drifting, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I told my mom, I was like, hold on. The car's sliding. That's talking about freaky. When you have no control of your car, whether it's hydroplaning or hitting black ice, that is some of the freakiest stuff because you have no control. To the left of me was the concrete barrier. To the right was like 3 lanes over was the grass. So I got off the gas, and it actually spun around on me all the way around and pointed me right towards the grass, thankfully. And I just I got off the grass, kind of held the wheels straight, and our gas, and I just went there. As soon as I felt the rumble strips on the side of the highway, I slammed on the brakes because I figured by then I'd be able to get some traction. And I slid all the way into the grass. When my car finally stopped, I was within 1 foot of hitting one of those signs on the side of the road, the highway that tell you the next exit. I was 1 foot away from plowing that. That night, I counted 35 separate accidents. 35 in Kentucky because there was no snow plows. The road had about that much snow stacked up on the interstate. The semi trucks were passing me. I was shaking so bad. I got out of the car and I'm like, oh my God, there's actually still scratches on the front bumper from that incident. I don't know if it'll be able to show you. Let's see here. Where's it at? It's over here. Sorry. I don't know if it's going to show you. Can you see the scratches here? There's a scratch right here and right there. That's from the snow. It actually went off and went into the grass. And I went a little bit into an embankment in the grass. And I was able to back it up and get it out. I was so happy I didn't wreck that night. I was freaking out that it didn't happen. And remember, this thing has summer tires on it, not snow tires. So by the time I got to Louisville, Kentucky, they finally had some plows out, and I was okay. So I was like, and I think I drove 60 miles an hour the rest of the night until I got to New York. I was freaking out. Even though there was no snow on the road through Ohio or Pennsylvania and New York, I was scared shitless because of that happening. I was so worried I was going to hit black ice again. Shit. Just move here. Come here if you want to see some worse driving experiences. You've never seen anything like it. People will do U-turns in the middle of the road. I had a Brinks truck cut across in an illegal, it was a left turn lane. Well, he decided I'm going to use that left turn lane that's one of those concrete barrier turn lanes and come out against the traffic on the left turn lane and then take a left and go down the road. I have it on video on my YouTube channel, my motorcycle. I was shocked that guy was a professional Brinks driver would pull that kind of shit. I was shocked. They'll get up to a left turn light, and as soon as the arrow goes green, they turn on their right blinker here, and then they won't go because they want to now go straight, and they don't want to take a left. So instead of using their heads and being like, I fucked up, and go just take a left and then do a U-turn, they make everybody behind them stop. You want to talk about pissed off drivers? I hate the people here. What is it? Do you look back at your car after you park? You always look back at your car. If you're a car person, you're always going to look back. But one, I always make sure the car's locked. You know how we are. We're like, check, check. Is it locked? Is it locked? Is it locked? That's how we do. What else? And I always try and park my cars. It doesn't matter if it's the GTR or the old Preludes and stuff. I park them as far as I can, or a decent way out, and I always park them next to the curb, so nobody can park on one side of me. Oh, dude, anxiety went through the roof that night. I was shaking on the wheel. I got to New York, and I was freaked out. The entire rest of the time, I did not drive the Blue Prelude. The whole week I was up in upstate in Rochester. It sat there, and that next day, it snowed so heavy in New York, you couldn't see my bumper. It was past the bumper. The wheels were completely covered in snow. I have pictures of it. It's all the way past, it's higher than the actual wheels. That's how much snow it had on it. It's insane. My uncle's like, just don't drive your car here because you have summer tires on. Just wait till the snow's gone. And we have all kinds of winter tires up here, so that's what we did. What else do we got here? Yeah, you got to hit the lock multi-times. You know what I mean? You get like this one. Here's my Honda keys. Of course, my old 91 Prelude they don't have autumn. And then, you know how it is. There's my GTR key. So, of course, you got to hit that a million times. You know what the funny thing is? If you ever come down, guys, come down here to the Disney area, here's what all the dopey tourists do. Don't be the dopey tourist if you come here. When you park, there's, what's going on, Jalisco? Hi, from Carlos from Jalisco. If you ever come down to go to any park, I don't care if it's Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, wherever you park, they call them like sections, let's say sections of the parking lot, so you know where you're at. And then it has the row number there, right? As you're walking down, it says what row number you're on, so you can kind of remember where you park. These idiots here, they walk in there and they go, I don't know where my car is. And they all set off the alarm. Go to Disney. Any night at Disney when everybody's getting out, everybody is setting off their damn car alarms because they don't know where they parked. It's the funniest thing. It's ridiculous. It's like morons. They're all over the ground showing what row you're in. And then you're right at the end of the row, it has the big signs that say what section you're in. Like Disney has it like Hook, whatever, all that Disney stuff. That's what those sections are. And then you just look for the row numbers that are right on the ground. People are idiots here. I'm telling you, you're like, so one of my funny things is either I'll drive by and I'll be just driving, just sitting there honking on the horn as we're leaving the parks. If people are doing it, just to fuck with them. I'm like, bonk, honk, honk. They're probably looking around like, where's my car? Is that my car? It's moving. So it's pretty funny. Oh, dude, you got to park it all the way. A regular synthetic clay. I'll show you what clays I have. You guys see, this is something you normally wouldn't see, so it's really cool that you guys get to see this. I usually use either, where's it at? This is Griot's Garage Bag, by the way. I don't know if you're going to see that. Hold on. There it is. Griot's Garage Paint Cleaning Clay. This is a really soft paint cleaning clay, but it also gets stuck on your fingers, on your hands really good. I have McGuire's clay down here. I know it's a complete cluster right now. And what I used for my white car when I detailed it the other day and put that stoner one on was the actual synthetic stuff. This is the way to go. These mitts are the way to go. Let me tell you. You just put it on your hands, spray down stuff, detailer, and just go back and forth. It's so much easier. Way better than having to get your hands all nasty and that stuff. And it's just so much quicker. I love it. Turtle Wax or Masterson. Here's the deal with any products. I don't care what company it is. Many companies make great quality products. Okay? Some companies make shitty products. That's the honest to God's truth. So I like a lot of Masterson's products. The first Masterson's car wash he came out with was a little watered down. I didn't like it. And I actually wrote him. I said, look, the one that was like this. This is the second bottle he sent me. It was really watered down. Kind of like Chemical Guys waters down their shit a lot. Chemical Guys likes to make too many products and they water them down, I think, just to make variety, to make more sales. And I understand what they're doing. They got to make money. I get that. But, and I told him, I was like, can you make it a little bit thicker, a little bit richer? And you know what? He listened and he went back and he did it. And you know, after that, it's been good. Can you see this now? See it? See how thick it is now? Watch it slowly come down. You see how it's still pink up top, kind of? It's because it's a much richer, thicker formula, and that meant the suds could last so much better and the lubricity was there. But Greg listened. That's all I ask any company to do is just listen to correct the criticism and fix it. It's up to you if you want to fix it. So because of that, Greg gets an A because he listened, and he went back there and said, dude, I'm going to redo the whole thing, make it a different formula, and he did. So Turtle Wax did the same thing. 303 products recently. You guys saw that video last weekend. Their first one sucked. It was super streaky. But now the new one is amazing. It smells good. It goes on easy. Not a streak anywhere. Listening to your consumers, I don't care what company it is, what type of company it is the biggest thing in the world. And that's what I love about it. So Turtle Wax has some good stuff. They also have some very cheap stuff. But understandably, Turtle Wax for the longest time was cheaper stuff. And they told me personally they're wanting to get out of that image. But Walmart demands that they have a certain amount of products at that cheaper line. If you deal with, they were telling me how hard it is to deal with Walmart. Let's say we have, for example here, nozzle goes bad, and that customer returns that nozzle, that product. They have to eat the price of that. They have to pay Walmart for that nozzle. Even though, let's say, Walmart employee dropped it, it doesn't matter. They have to pay Walmart to have their products in there. So what they'll do is Walmart say, I want $1 million worth of Turtle Wax products here. This is a true story. That's what they told me. So $1 million of products. They don't get paid until the end of the year. So they're essentially they're out $1 million until the end of the year. And if it doesn't sell, the products don't sell good, then they ship the products back to Turtle Wax. That's how Walmart deals. So Walmart demands that Turtle Wax says you have to make a certain amount of your cheaper line, and you can make some of your higher end stuff like your ice line, but the rest of it has to be all cheaper because that's what our customers demand, and that's what we want you to sell. It's screwed up, but that's the world. Like I said, the Walmart guy can break them all. They have to pay Walmart now for that product that are broken when they send them back. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid, even though they send it to them in perfect working condition. Oh, the mitt. Okay, a lot of companies are making this mitt. I noticed the chemical guys just came out with a mitt. Identical. So remember how everybody's always told me in the past that Masterson's car care is a ripoff of chemical guys? But the thing is, everybody makes the same type of product, so don't think anybody's ripping off. This was the Eagle 1 surface prep mitt. I've noticed Griot's Garage has this now. I've noticed Chemical Guys has them now. But the first company to ever make this was Eagle 1. Now, have you ever heard of, I forgot what it's called, something skin, I forgot what it's called. That was the first kind of product like this, but it was like on a bar or something. But the first mitt I ever saw was from Eagle 1. See it right here, guys? So you just put it on your hand. Hold on. I have a video of it. You put it on your hand, spray it down, and you just go like this. And basically, that's how you clay bar it. And it lasts for, I think it's like 50 cars. So, I mean, I'm like, dude, if you're only going to clay bar twice a year, 2 or 3 times a year, buy that and you'd be done with it. It's so much better. Oh, dude, I really appreciate Sean. Thanks so much, man. You know me, I'm pretty chill and laid back about when it comes to stuff. Walmart and Nanoskin, that's it. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate it. Sometimes my brain goes just like, you know how it is. You don't think about it. But, yeah, I appreciate when all my subscribers are here. I'm just shocked that so many of you guys actually want to subscribe to me when I'm just some regular dude on YouTube putting out some videos. And now I'm noticing a lot more guys that are trying to copy what I do. I see it a lot now. Let's say, you know, on the recommended videos on the side, what it'll do is it'll show me like recommended videos that are on that topic. And I see a lot of people trying to copy now what I'm doing. And they're doing the same thing. So they'll make it clickbait. Here's the new thing I'm starting to see from a lot of channels. Okay, here we go. I'll give you an example of what they do. See Stoner Invisible Glass? By the way, it's an amazing product. Stoner Invisible Glass, is it really worth it? You know, to make it clickbaity and shit like that, so that way they can get some views and clicks and stuff like that on you. Because you're like, oh my god, is it a bad product now? I've got to go find out about this. Because he says, is it even worth it? Oh my god. You know, and dude, of course, it's a good product, but why are you leading people on like that for clickbait and stuff? And I'm starting to see a lot of that now for views. They're doing clickbaity shit, or a big one. Some of you guys might know there's a YouTube channel here with a little pretty girl, like a blonde girl that does detailing stuff, and her channel, I guess, is just blowing up. Well, I wonder why it's blowing up. You know, and I'm not knocking the girl. I don't watch her stuff, but you know how guys are, us guys with women, and they're like, oh my god, it's a girl, and it's a pretty girl. But you see a lot of those pictures, and she's bent over like this, detailing and stuff, and you know, that to me is clickbait, and you're doing that kind of stuff. But I've seen a lot more channels like that recently, and I'm like, what the hell? And so, I don't know, whether they make it or not, it's up to them. You got to stay with this YouTube game. It's not easy at all. I like waterless wash and wax, but I tend to go through it so much that I won't use it a lot unless, let's say, we're at a car show or I'm somewhere where I can't, like, say it's raining outside like it was pouring earlier today and I needed to get it clean for tomorrow's car thing, then I would use it. Just because you go through so much and it's like $13 for a bottle. Even McGuire's one is like $12 or $13 for their wash and wax. So it's a little bit more expensive, and if I can just wash it with regular car soap, that's what I'll do. A glass coating. I actually, like I said in the past, Richard, when I put on the, where's that? Like the sealant, any type of sealant, like the Masterson sealant, I just put it on all the glass and it works out great. Why spend more money? They recommend you can do it, so why not? Sorry, there's a lot of bugs in the house. Can you see all the bugs up here? They're all over right now. I hate it. Same material. Yeah, dude, Tsunami, I would definitely say that you should go ahead and get one of those. They're so much easier to use. Ego One, like I said, Chemical Guys makes it. Grillo's Garage makes it. There's probably countless numbers of those knockoff ones now that are like that. Macho Man. No, dude, I don't want to be rude, but that's just the way I see stuff. I mean, everybody has their own opinions. That one, let's say for that car channel girl, that girl's, I think last time I looked at 60 or 70,000 things. I don't see anything special about her channel versus somewhere like AMO NYC or this one or that one, but I see a pretty girl on there and a lot of guys are like, Another example, you guys are in cars, right? What happens when you see a pretty girl that's, I've got a GTR? If a guy posts up a badass GTR, he might get 30 likes on that picture. A girl going in front of that GTR picture now gets 400 likes, plus also gets 100 different private messages from these thirsty guys. That's the way I see it. So I've never fallen for it. I don't care if you're a man or a woman or whatever, it doesn't bother me, but I want to see quality and stuff like that. I'm not going to just give you free likes or free subscriber or attention just because of you got looks or anything like that. So, you know, well, you know how it is, like gold digging, basically. You can definitely use paste wax as long as it's the liquid. That's the easiest way. You just lay it on the pad, the paste wax, or not the paste wax, but yeah, I've heard. Here's what you can do: kind of scoop it off and kind of smear it over the actual stuff. That's the way I've heard it. You know, I've never personally tried it. Bugs in my face, but you can definitely do it that way. Waterless, no, it won't scratch the paint. As long as you have enough lubricant on it, you will not scratch the paint on your car. Chemical Guys, EcoSmart. Anything concentrated is going to be worth it. It's like going to Sam's Club. The more you buy in bulk, the cheaper it's going to be. I'd highly recommend it if you're going to use that a lot. But if you're not, don't waste your money on the waterless stuff. If you're up north and you get the snow and stuff, use it. But if you can, it's cheaper just to wash your car. Honestly, out there with a bucket and hose, you're going to save a lot more money. Like I said, I've only seen a few of her pictures online. I think she has like a BMW or something like that. I might be wrong. I don't know. I know there's going to be a lot of probably hatred, like, oh, that guy's a sexist or anything. I'm not. I don't care if you're a woman, female, white, black, Latino, whatever. That doesn't bother me. But I want quality. And that's what I want. I don't want it just because they're, you know, whatever. They're going to get stuff. California Duster. Here's the problem with that. The California Duster will actually trap that dirt, and now you're dragging that dirt right back across your car. And you're actually could be causing swirls in it because it's not like it's gone. No, she is definitely a white girl. Kingsley. She's a white girl. I don't know. A lot of you guys should know these girls. You guys watch a lot more detailing videos than I do. I really don't watch a lot of detailing stuff. Very, very few channels. I'll tell you that right now. Very few. Because I do it as a hobby and I don't want to like, oh, it's all I want to watch. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a white BMW. You're right about that, yeah, man. But you know exactly what I'm talking about because I've seen some of her pictures. I don't know her, so I'm not talking bad about her. I've seen some of her pictures, and she's in yoga pants or something like that, bent over the car, and look like she's like detailing. And I'm like, okay, so why don't you just show the detailing? Why do you have to be in yoga pants and bent over the car and have your picture with your ass sticking out? I know it sounds bad, but that's just the way I see it. I'm married. I don't care. Looks to me are good, but of course, looks aren't everything. As you get older, you're going to lose those looks. Like I'm starting to get some gray hairs now on the side of my head. They're popping up left and right now as I get older. But what's going to matter is to me the personality and stuff like that. If I like hanging out with her, that's the biggest thing of all. If we're cool. She might be really good at detailing. I don't honestly know. I don't watch her stuff. I just wonder sometimes. I've seen those pictures. I like Chemical Guy's Instagram. And once in a while, she's had their products out on theirs, and she has pictures using their products. And that's when I've seen them. So I apologize if I don't know the girl, but I know she has a YouTube channel. Yeah, dude, gray hairs. Dude, you could pull... You know, you don't pull girls with a GTR. You pull dudes. If you are a gay man, get yourself a GTR. You're going to have so many dudes wanting to be up here on your dick. It's insane. Okay, that's real. So if you're a gay man, you buy yourself a GTR. You know what I mean? That's just the way I see it. Okay? That's because it's only dudes that are really interested. I've had one girl ask about it. One. She wanted to run up there and take a picture, and she knew what it was. Girls don't care about it. They don't know what the hell this car is. And they know what a Lamborghini or Ferrari is, but they don't know what a GTR is. But guys, they'll come out of the woodwork for you. So if you're a gay man and you want it nonstop, dude, this is what you need right here. This is my tip to all my gay fans out there, my gay brothers out there. Get yourself a GTR. You will pick up so much. It'll be insane. So I know this is stuff you don't ever hear on my YouTube channel. This is real talk now. This is real talk, having fun with you guys. So yeah, you'll find a couple girls that are interested in it, these GTRs, but in reality, girls are interested, like my wife's in shoes, nail polish, dresses, clothes, sunglasses. They don't give a two shits about your car. You never notice a lot of those cutesy girls have some ugly, dirty cars that are filthy inside? Because it doesn't bother them. It's no big deal. Pickup truck. I would say a Toyota Tacoma. If I had to pick up a truck today, it would be a Toyota Tacoma. I like the looks, and I like the fact that it's a Toyota, so it's going to last forever. That's why I like it. But yeah, I like the looks better. And the resale value is outstanding on Toyota Tacoma pickup trucks. I love that about them. Best live chat ever. Oh, dude, I appreciate it, man. We're just hanging out. I'm hanging out with the guys and girls, and that's fine. I don't know. Is there any girls in the room right now? If there's any girls in here, like, say hi there, so that way we know if there's actually any girls here. Please, feel free to give us a thumbs up, say hi. I would be really interested, because I know on my analytics, it shows that I only have maybe 6 to 8% of girls that actually watch my channel. As the typical guys, it's a guy thing. But I don't think there's any girls in here, but you get what I'm saying, only 6 to 8%. I know a few girls that watch my stuff, but not a lot. And I'm trying to hang out and just have a good old time. But like I said, probably trannies. Let's see. What do you think about Jeep Wrangler? Jeeps are okay. They never did it for me. Remember, I'm a Japanese kid. I like JDM cars for life, and they don't do it for me. I know they're nice vehicles. I know Jeep resale values are outstanding on Jeeps, but what would I do with a Jeep anyways? I live in the city. I don't live off in the country. If I lived off in the country, I'd think about it, but that's about it. Passat is more German stuff. They're okay, but once again, it gets back to when German cars break, they're very expensive to fix, and I've never been into blowing money that I didn't need to blow. And that's one of the main reasons of why Honda just took off so big time at the end of the 80s, because at that time, I remember to this day, I was a kid, we had a brand new 1988 Chevy Celebrity. Okay, you don't know if a lot of guys know what that was. They haven't made them in years, obviously, like 20 years. It was Chevy Celebrity, 4-door sedan. Within the first year or two, the transmission blew on that. 1 or 2 years, the transmission went out on it. The thing was falling apart left and right. American cars back in the 80s and 70s were complete garbage. And the Japanese came in and shows, I can make this Honda back here last for 10 years without any major service. 10 years. And the sales just took off. They blew out the American market, showing they could make better products, and now they're king shit. You know, maybe their quality is starting to go down, in my opinion, but they're top dogs for a reason, because they last longer and their resale value is higher. So everybody loves them. I like sushi. I do like sushi. You know what? One thing about women or your girls or whatever you have, your boyfriends or whatever, they talk you into doing stuff that you normally wouldn't do outside your comfort zone. One of them is eating sushi. I was not into sushi. I didn't try it, and I just thought it was like, ew, raw fish. Once I tried it, I was actually pretty interested in it, and I was like, this is pretty good. So now I like sushi. My wife is half Filipino, for you guys that might not know. If you see her picture on Instagram, she looks like she's half black. She's actually half Filipino. So that's why she looks there. Maxima. Somebody asked me about the Maxima earlier. There's a guy down the street with 2 of them. They're nice, but I don't like the looks of the new Maximas. The older ones I liked a lot, but the new ones I don't like at all. F-150. God, isn't those like the #1 sold trucks in America? Is like the F-150. They're insane. Dodge Mitsubishi Stealth. Oh, dude, those were the days when, like I said, we're cheap and cheap and cheap. Girlfriends, I didn't date too much because of the fact that so many of those girls were talking about getting back to that subject about girls that think they're all that and their heads weren't in the right place. and I wasn't looking for a gold digger because I really spent really good money on my wife when we were dating. Like I'd buy her nice diamond jewelry all the time, like 1 carat this, 1 carat that, and I spent a lot on quality and stuff. So I wanted a quality woman that had a good job, that was working hard, it wasn't a gold digger, was fun to hang out with, and was chill. You guys all know, being men out there, a lot of the men on here, that women like to control. And I wasn't into that. And I said, look, I've lived on my own for so many years that I will not have anybody tell me what I can't do. You can't have cars. You can't play video games. You can't hang out with your friends. I saw that with a lot of friends. And I said, I'd rather be single than ever deal with that kind of woman. And my wife fit the perfect. She obviously has a killer job. She doesn't care what if I have cars. Didn't give 2 craps about cars. Whatever, have fun. Didn't care about video games or anything. It was just chill, laid back. She's like, I don't have time for it. You know what's right, you know what's wrong. Don't be cheating out there on me and whatever. And that's the way I like it. So that, when we were hanging out and it worked out. So I was like, okay, that's good. So maybe I dated probably like 4 or 5 girls through the years. Nothing serious though. Oh man, Tsunami, thank you so much for swinging by, man. I really do appreciate it. I had no idea we were going to last this long. We're at 2 hours and 11 minutes, and then we have 29 current viewers and 40 thumbs up. I am shocked about that. Really shocked, especially from our second ever live stream. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. She doesn't care. She thinks it's fun when people like drive by our car, the GTR, and they'll like give it a thumbs up or they'll take a picture. She thinks it's cool and all that. But she could drive she had that Hyundai accent for years. If you looked at one of my earlier videos, some of my earlier videos, I had her red Hyundai accent. She had all through college and all through med school. And that was her car. She didn't care. She would never wash it. Didn't bother her. So cars were no big deal to her. And that's just the way it is. You guys want to see some more of the selection here of stuff? I don't know if I really showed you a lot of the stuff over the years. Here, I'll show it, slowly show it. So I've tested every single one of these products over the years. And that's one thing about my channel. I didn't give up. I always put out videos for you guys at least once a week back when it gets slow, twice a week during the summer and stuff like that. I might even crank it up to 3 a week. But I've tried out all of this stuff and countless more that I ran out of, and I just threw them away, obviously. And then I have some more, obviously, up here with Griot's Garage is up here. And I have motorcycle stuff I've tried on my motorcycle channel. And then I have all the boxes of stuff in there. So I can very well tell you what's good and what's bad, because I have tried them all. No, I don't play GTA Online. I played GTA 5. I beat the game, but that was about it. What else do we have? You could watch all night long. I don't know if I could talk all night long. Good God, I can already start to feel my throat's getting a little dry. My original plan was to do this for about 45 minutes to an hour and see how the population went and see if we were actually doing really good, and answer any questions I could about my YouTube channel, anything you wanted to find out. And then it just kind of hung on to, we're at 2 hours now, so I'm like, whatever, as long as you guys are here, I'll hang out with you for a little while. But my wife has to work her Saturday shift tomorrow, which is, she only has to do it once a month or once every 6 weeks, and of course tomorrow is a day, so I can't be up all night long with you guys. Normally I start winding down around 2 o'clock in the morning. So there we go. One of the funny things I found out, one of the drivers from my job the other day, or today, he was talking to me, and I don't know, he's probably not on here, but the funny thing is, he actually told me he subscribed to me. I had no idea that. I've only talked to him maybe once or twice, but I didn't know his name, and he was like, oh, dude, I'm already subscribed to you on YouTube and stuff. I'm like, what? You know about my YouTube channel? And I had no idea, so that was pretty funny. That was pretty cool. I had a nice little experience today. I ran into somebody the other day at the Cars and Coffee that ran into me, and he said, oh, dude, are you a Cord? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. He's like, dude, I follow your channel all the time. Oh, cool. It really is, feels like an honor when people find you like that. As long as Nissan, find a cool girl that's down with your interests or doesn't care about stuff and that you're okay with having your own interests and having fun, that's the ones you want. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, Frank, I'm not going to get into anything trash like that. I remember Eagle brand from way back in the 90s. Eagle brand was part of Chrysler. Man, dude, American cars just don't last. I'm sure they're good, but their resale value sucks too. Oh my God, if you're spending 40 grand, why is it after 2 years now that car's worth $20,000 or $25,000? Even brand new Corvettes, you can start picking them up for $30,000, $40,000. And I'm like, they've only been out like 2 years. No, they lose value too fast. And they're just, the quality is just not there. Teslas. This neighbor right next door, the old grumpy guy, Mr. Captain Grumpy here, he has a Tesla. He bought it brand new and he shipped it down from Indiana. Their main house is in Indiana. And they come down for the winters and then they don't stay here. They come back like twice during the summer for like a week's vacation and then they go back to Indiana. They say it's just too hot down here. But they're like 80 years old. So, but they bought a brand new Tesla and had it transported all the way down here. He was worried that he wasn't going to be here. But he's one of these guys that walks around with the blower all day long and blows off any leaf that's in his driveway. Oh God, there's a leaf. I swear, that's him, dude. It's like, oh my God. But they've got money, so money is no object to them. So that's all he does. He wants everything to be perfect and stuff like that. Like I had the trees cut, the big palm trees that you see in my videos. There's like 6 of them around our house. They're like, I don't know, 80 feet tall. And he actually told the guy, I'm so glad he actually cut them. They were looking like crap. Dude, it's not even your house. But that's what they do. They try and tell you that you need to clean your house up and stuff like that. Or back in the day, they used to people would turn other people in around the neighborhood for their roofs weren't clean. The algae was starting to grow on the tiles of the roof. So I got a picture one time about that I needed to clean my roof. It's just the stuff you see. Or I had weeds in the back of the house, in the flower bed. There was weeds, and they took a picture of it from the HOA and actually sent it to us on the letter saying we needed to clean up the weeds and remulch back there. It's the stuff you deal with. And I know probably a lot of them are neighbors turning other neighbors in. I mean, it's like high school. These people are 50, 60, 70, 80 years old around this whole neighborhood. And it literally is like a giant high school. There is cliques around this neighborhood. Oh, you run with so-and-so? Oh, I fuck that bitch. Seriously. We're talking 60 and 70-year-old people. That's the way they act still. Nothing has changed. It's same in high school, 20s, 30s, 40s. Nothing has changed. It is identical to that. Oh my God. Did you know whatever? Oh my God, their yard looks terrible. Can you believe that? Oh my God, they should do something about it. That's what my neighborhood is like. Okay? What I love about my job. It's got good pay and good benefits. I've been there for 20 years and the quality of the job has gone downhill. Huge. The company used to be a private company and then they went public stock market around the early 2000s. And after that, it turned into a company about numbers and push. You need to do more with less and less people and all that stuff. And that's when you could tell the company just started going, because it all became down to the dollar and making extra money for the stockholders and stuff like that and quality. And everybody talks about how bad it's getting. It's getting only worse. And after the recession, it got really bad because they were down to no extra hours and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of sucked. I don't talk about my occupation, Sean, but I just tell you I work in the delivery company. I work for a giant shipping company, we'll just say. Everybody knows it, and I've been there since I was 17 years old when I was in high school. I was loading their trucks for them, so that tells you anything. You can kind of put 2 and 2 together. And I've been there since, like I said, I started in 1997 when I was in high school. Yeah, I know, everybody's like, whoa, damn, you're old, but it's the way it goes. I know I don't look my age, but I am that age. What else, guys? You got any detail questions? Real quick. Throat from talking so much. Do you guys have any detail questions? I'd love to help you out with some detail questions before I log off for the night because my throat is a little sore. I haven't even checked my YouTube comments. Tomorrow's the new product for, I guess you guys got to see it earlier. This one that Ken Baker and Turtle Wax sent me, the Power of Foam and Bug Remover. That's going to be on your video tomorrow. It's on my wife's minivan, so make sure you guys check it out. It'll be out there at noon. I've always released my videos at noon, Wednesday and noon on Saturday. So that way you have something in the middle of the week to kill some time with and something during the weekend. And then, of course, I make my videos fully in-depth and long, so that way you can see the before, the after, the directions, everything. I don't cut out any of that because I want you to get real results and truthful results, not some BS results like some of these YouTube channels are doing lately. I haven't been to the breakers, Andrew. Funny you mentioned that. My wife has to do her, every couple years she has to do her medical training. She has to re-up her medical credits and all that stuff. And one of the ones she mentioned to me yesterday was that there's a big medical conference down there at the breakers in Palm Beach. and that's coming up here later on in the year. She's looking at going at. It's funny you mentioned that. She's like, we won't be staying at the hotel there. It'll be a regular hotel, but she's talking about that. I always clip my cars clean because here's one thing I learned. The things you spend a lot of money on, whether it's your cars, your motorcycles, your house, you want to make them look really nice. So my dad was a clean freak. He was a school principal, so he's a clean freak. And so I'm not like him clean freak-wise. Like the garage is a little bit messy, as you can tell. But when it came to my cars, I spent so much money, I wanted them to look good at all times. And when the car is clean, it shines so nice. You get compliments on it. Like, I get compliments still on the blue Prelude, the blue one. They were like, oh my God, that thing is beautiful. Holy cow. You know, when the Electron Blue Pearl is clean. I get compliments on it all the time. And so it makes you feel good. And if you feel good about it and you're spending that kind of money, why not take care of it? So I would say I really started working to make sure I was a little bit better, getting better products, better care, and learning the best care probably about 10 years ago. And I made videos now, the last 3 years or so. I like a lot of wheel cleaners, honestly. I'm not going to lie about it. That was probably one of the better ones just because of the fact that it cuts through the thickest, heaviest dirt with ease. That's why I like Eagle One. I like the big gallon buckets they sell. The new 303 one, the foam one I used, that was actually pretty good the other day. I used it on the GTR's wheel. Really good, but I talked to Peter, and he understood, and he said they're going to look at making a bigger bottle because it goes out too fast. I like the Dub one, but a lot of people didn't like the smell of the Dub one. Dub was made by Meguiar's. If you didn't know, Dub wheel cleaner, any of the Dub line is made by Meguiar's. It's rebottled Meguiar's products. And so they rebottle a lot of their stuff and make it under the Dub line for them. But I like the Dub wheel cleaner. I like the Meguiar's wheel cleaner. But these are small bottles that go out like that, and I just feel like you need a bigger bottle. These companies need to make bigger bottles. Here's the problem. I know that when the foam cannon, when they get lower PSI, you're going to have to make sure you get a foam cannon that will work at a lower PSI. I know for a fact some companies like Chemical Guys do make certain foam cannons that are made for lower PSI, but you got to make sure that you get the exact thing, because some of the electric water pressure cleaners, they don't put out near the pressure that the gas ones do. So you need to make sure you have that. Speaking of which, a new hint for something, if you don't have me on Facebook yet, facebook.com/accords29, I posted up a teaser pic of what's coming on next Wednesday. I remember if you guys were with me last Wednesday, or last Friday when I did a live stream, a lot of you guys were asking me, can you put regular car washes inside the foam cannon and actually try it out? So what I did is I decided to make a video on that topic. I used Mother's California Wash and Wax, and I used Meguiar's Gold Class, and then I used Mr. Pink and the foam cannon. And that'll be on Wednesday's video where I try different products, and you'll be able to see the exact results of what it was like when I put those products in the Chemical Guys pressure cleaner, or I'm sorry, foam cannon, my apologies. And you'll actually get to see it. So that should be fun for you guys. It's just a goof-off video to try it out because I was watching my wife's and Dan, so I said, you know what? I had a lot of questions about it, so I'm going to actually show it. I'm going to put these products in there, and we'll see if it foams up really good and if they don't foam up. So these are something for you guys to look forward to. Oh, dude, it's funny that you mentioned about Rob Dyrdek. One of the guys from my motorcycle channel, he worked at a DC clothes stuff, and of course, you know, they sponsor him. Well, he sent me a bunch of DC like hat and clothes and stuff like that, and because he said his store was going out of business, so they sent me a bunch of stuff, and I was actually wearing it, and people were loving it because of that. What kind of wheels? I'm looking at the Volk wheel, the Volk G25s. Feel free to look them up, the Volk G25s. That's the one I'm looking at right now. I want them in gloss black, so it'll pop really good on the red. That's my game plan anyways. Yes, if you read any Dubs products here, I'll show you to you guys. Like I said, I'm being a complete bum just sitting down. I'm kind of a little tired. My legs, I know I'm lazy. The Dub products, if you look closely on the back, where's it at? Right at the very bottom here. We're right near the barcode. Can you see that? I don't know if it's going to... There. What it'll say is Meguiar's made in the USA, Meguiar's Incorporated, Irvine, California, Meguiar's.com. That's what it says at the very bottom there. I know it's not in focus. So the Dub line, any of the Dub line is actually Meguiar's. This, right here, are you ready for this? This is this. Okay? These two products are the same. There's no doubt they are the exact same product. If you want the highest wet shine you could possibly get, these two. But this is this, but rebottled with a Dove sticker on it. Okay? Trick for you. I guarantee it. I guarantee they won't admit it. But you know, I try everything under the sun, and they're made by Meguiar's. It's the same thing, with a new sticker on it. That's all there is, guys. No doubt in my mind. 100% sure. That's that. What else? I don't have too much Dove stuff left anymore. I like the Doves. I don't like the TE37s, by the way, Nicholas. Everybody has TE37s, and I'm not everybody. Okay, I remember I'm looking at possibly getting a Civic Type R here in 3 years once it's paid off. They're going to be very rare, very unique, but it's going to be 4-door, so it's going to work for me and kids. So I like something to be a little bit different. I'm not going to run around with a rainbow shirt and be that kind of different, like crazy guy, but you know what I mean. Yeah, some Walker, about the different washes in the foam cannon. You'll have to pick and choose which wash and find out, because some will not work very good in the foam cannon. Some will work very good in the foam cannon. I don't know about the eBay foam cannons, by the way. One thing I have learned is the higher ones, more expensive ones, usually come with nice brass fittings instead of plastic fittings. Example, hold on. I know, I gotta get around my stuff. That is a brass fitting. That thing is solid. It's actually kind of heavy when you unscrew that. Where some of those eBay cheaper ones, you gotta just kind of watch them when you're going shopping. I don't care one company or another, but you need to look and see that kind of stuff, because the plastic ones will not last near as long, and you need to understand that. If you're going to keep it for years, spend a little bit extra money and get a good quality one. You know, and that's what I recommend to anybody. I don't care what people, like I said, if Meguiar's or Masterson's, let's say Greg said, you know what, Chad, I'm going to throw you $100 a month or $200 a month because you're putting my videos out, okay, on my channel. I'll be like, oh my God, guys, you have to buy this every day. And that's what happens with a lot of channels you'll see are complete sellouts. They're complete sellouts. Whoever's paying them, they'll tell you that's the best damn product in the world. I'll give you a rating, let's say 8, 9s, 10s, or 2 thumbs up or something like that. But I'll also say that for 303, Eagle One, Turtle Wax, Matt, Meguiar's, Mothers, if their products are good. They do it, but nobody pays me to do these things. So that's why I just try and keep it real with you guys and tell you the honest to God's truth. Let me read up with some of this stuff. Let's see. The tint on the Prelude is 5% tint all the way around. 5%. That's remember when I did Operation Prelude and I was doing it before I bought the GTR earlier this year. I was doing Operation Prelude to restore the whole thing. So I had the transmission swap ready. I just got to get that put in. But I ran out of money. I didn't run out of money, but you know, I spent all the extra money I had to put it on the down payment for the GTR. And it's funny because here I just picked up the white Prelude. I don't know if you guys heard me yet. That I put in a brand new air conditioning system and I picked it up today. So now the old girl, white girl, has AC again, which is pretty nice. It cost me $1,060, but it now has AC. It's not cold AC, so I might want to take it back, but whatever. S2000. The problem is these things are now worth $2 to $3 grand in good condition. That thing has the rust corner in it, the typical Honda rot, and it's not worth a lot, so I don't want to sell it. And that's very sentimental to me. When I was just starting to date my wife, I just happened to be in Jacksonville where her family lives and where I met her the first time. I wasn't living there anymore. And I was going over there to get a car loan because that's where my credit union still was. It was in Jacksonville. And I said, would you want to go with me? I know it's kind of weird, but I got to go to the bank to get my loan. Would you want to go with me? So they thought we were husband and wife. And I was like, no, we're just hanging out. We're just doing on a date. And I just happened to be living in town. They're like, oh, okay. So I had that. We got married and we went on the honeymoon. Well, we went on a honeymoon cruise. But that's what when we drove away from the wedding, we drove away in that. I've taken her with that thing's been to Canada with me and her. We've been to the Florida Keys with that car together when we were just dating. There's a lot of sentimental value in that, so I don't want to get rid of it. That's why I'm spending money a little bit at a time to fix that car up. I like the S2000s, but yeah, they're expensive. Yes, the engine is an H22 in it. I appreciate it, Brennan. I try to be as honest as I can. I know maybe I'm not the best out there. I don't have the amazing editing. I'm not doing... Here, you want to see what a typical car channel is to me? nowadays. You ready, guys? This is what I see a typical car channel as. Super slow-mo. Oh my god. With some like dope dub drop music, bass music. Oh. And then, oh, engine bass, slow-mo. That to me is almost all the car channels today. That's all I see anymore. So I don't do all that. It's just a basic channel. I don't have editing. I'm not doing super slow-mo. Oh my god. And then, oh my god, look at that. And you know what I'm talking about. You guys all see it. That is what it is. And then you'll have some like Eurobeat music in the background. Doom, 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 doom. That right there is typical car channel. So I don't do all that. This is just more thing. Yes, the S2000 does hold value very, very, very good. Not as good as the GTR though. Get the carbon fiber parts. There is actually carbon fiber parts on there stock. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. I know it's dark. I'll spin you around this way so I can hold it better. Can you see the actual brace right here? Where's my finger? See the brace right here? This is carbon fiber. The engine brace. There is carbon fiber in the back by the diffuser in the back. I know you're not going to see it in the good because it's dark. They're down here. Can you see my hand? That is carbon fiber. The diffuser area. So that's carbon fiber. So there you go. So it does have some carbon fiber stuff on it. I don't know. The thing is, if I go in the Prelude right now, I might drop the signal, and I really don't want to drop on you guys. I can try and show you guys, but you're going to be shocked at how dark it is at night. Are you guys ready? He's asking, he wants me to get in the Prelude and show him how dark 5% dimming is. You guys ready? Hopefully we'll stay. Hopefully the internet still picks up out here in the driveway really good. You ready? Here we go. Now you ready? I'll shut the car. Now look. Looking out the window now. So you can see me, but outside you don't see very good. So when I'm actually backing up, I just keep the brakes on, so that way you can easily see. Like I'll leave the brakes on when I'm backing, or I'll just I'll roll the windows down, and that's how I actually get out when I'm backing at night. I just roll the windows down and use it like I'm driving one of the trucks at work that doesn't have, obviously, like you don't have a back window. So that's how I get out. So yeah, it's dark. Oh, poor connection. Poor connection. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I'm sorry. It says poor connection, so we got to get the connection back. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Just wait until it says the poor connection goes away. So bear with me. I know a lot of you guys can see it, but I'm sure it's laggy as hell, or the quality is like right now on the screen. So I'm just waiting for it to pick back up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thumbs up. It's all the way again. Now it says poor connection again. What the heck? I don't know if you're actually going to hear me, but different parts of different states have different rules when it comes to tinting. Okay. Like I said, it was just going in and out. So I apologize. It goes in and out. Like when I walked outside, I knew it was the Wi-Fi. It's good, but it's not like super good where you go out there, especially for live stream. Like if you're just looking on the internet, Facebook, Instagram, it's fine. But when you're going out there to stream outside, it's going to be a little bit sketch. Because I'm using my Wi-Fi, I'm not burning my internet, my actually Verizon plan minutes, because I'm already getting pretty low for the month, so I got to really watch myself. So now you got to see. Alright, dude, I appreciate that, Silver Server. Thanks so much for swinging by, dude. So now you got to see what it looks like being in a 5% window car. During the day, it's perfect. Right now, it is almost 2 a.m. right now in Florida. So, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I know, it's late. But that's the way it is. I remember when we were on an Alaska cruise. We've been on 2 Alaska cruises now. Alaska is so pretty. That it was 11:30 at night, their time, and it was still somewhat bright out. It looked like it was sunset or dusk. It was 11:30 at night, Alaska Standard Time. I was like, holy crap. You could see everything as plain as day. Just looked like it was sunset and dusk. I don't get the unlimited because I didn't need it, because I'm always in the Wi-Fi. Like, this is the first month where I've actually came close to it. running out of time and things. So I got to kind of watch myself. Right now I know I'm on Wi-Fi, otherwise I would not be doing this because I don't want to pay a ridiculous amount of overages. But I have Wi-Fi, and this side of the house I have what they call Echo. So you have 2 separate routers, but they're hooked to the same account, so it doesn't charge you anything more. You just got to pay for the extra for the router. So there's one on this side upstairs, and then there's one on the opposite side of the house. So the whole house is covered. I can walk out to the street and at least look at Instagram and stuff. But streaming, you have to have really good connection to stream. That's why I was fading in and out. So just giving you guys a heads up. Oh, dude, Matt, I really appreciate that. Remember, I'm just a hobbyist, just a guy having fun doing this on my own. I don't do it as a job. I'm sure I could do it as a job, but I'm doing it as a hobby. I'll share any of the information I can with you guys. I really love hanging out, but that's just the way it is. What else we got here? I noticed we're starting to die down on people, so I want to make sure that I answer any last-minute questions, because when I see that people are starting to die and go to sleep, I'll go ahead and log off here in a little bit. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask me. I'm glad to help you out. Any more detailing questions about the cars, whatever you want, I'll answer them as long as they're like good questions. The 16-year-old kid that is spoiled brat, yeah, I've seen him. Not saying he's spoiled brat. I mean, he's a 16-year-old kid that has so much fame. So yeah, I mean, I understand. I mean, what does he have, like 5 million subscribers? Hey, Shane, poor connection again. I apologize. I don't know why. I'm getting 3 bars. You can definitely get the swirls out without an orbital polisher, but it's going to be a lot harder. It's a lot more elbow grease, and it won't work near as good without a DA polisher, but you can definitely get in there and do it with a microfiber thing. But yeah, it's going to be way harder. Let's see. I'm just waiting, because what it does is it pops in and out. So I do apologize, guys. Sometimes it pops in and out in poor connection. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm waiting before I answer any questions. I don't want to be rude to you guys. And I'm like cutting out and looking stupid, and I just don't know it on my end. Like you'll see it on my screen. It's like a big old. The top of the screen turns all orange and it says poor connection. So I know right away if it's bad, and I want to make sure I get at least really good quality, anyways. The good thing about here, a Walker, contact Grillo's Garage. They'll send you a link to their lifetime guarantee policy. All you gotta do is fill it out and send it back to them, and they will replace it or fix yours for free. You will not pay a dime. You just have to pay to ship your item back to you. That's it, okay? So definitely, Grillo's Garage has free lifetime warranty. Definitely use it. My little 3-inch polisher doesn't work that good, so I'm going to send it back. I already got the little plan. I just got to fill it out, like in all the serial number and all that stuff, and then I just got to ship it back to them. But lifetime warranty on Grillo's Garage polishers. I love it. Love it. When I was a young and dumb guy, I did take it to the automatic car washes. But then as I got older, I realized that causes so many swirls and hours. This car took it's right at 7 hours for me to polish and compound the whole car into perfection again. 7 hours. Do you know how long it took? It was awful. And I did it in January. I just wanted to go inside. I was so over it. I was just like, I'm done. But yeah, when it gets done right, you don't want to take it to a car wash, because that's going to just scratch up everything. Yeah, I put wax on my windshields before. Sealant is better, but I put wax on the windshield. I made videos of it showing it. So yeah, you can definitely put wax on your windshield. I would recommend maybe even more of a Rain-X or something like that, but you could definitely put waxes on it. Oh, but Brennan, thanks for stopping by, dude. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up, buddy. Appreciate it. What's up, Samuel? What's going on, dude? Sorry, we've been doing this for almost 2 hours and 45 minutes. We are crazy people here tonight, just hanging out. If you got any questions, ask them real quick, because I'm probably going to go ahead and close out this video here in about 15 minutes, because my throat's starting to get sore from talking too much. What else do we got? Tire sling. Let your car sit as long as you can. If you need to, wipe off any excess with a microfiber towel, and then you shouldn't have any problems. Dove is super wet, and so it will sling if you don't let it sit for long enough. And if you have to, dab it down with an old microfiber towel. That way it'll get off any of the excess sling. But I usually, when I do put stuff on my cars, I usually don't drive them for a couple hours to make sure it's completely dry here. Best tires in the market. I don't know. Right now I have Michelin Pilot Super Sports on here. A lot of the GTR guys run these because they're like really, really good quality. They're expensive, but they're really, really good. So that's what I have on there. There's a lot of good companies. I used Hankook on my 370Z a lot, and a lot of the 370Z guys used them because they were a cheaper performance brand, but they were still good. They weren't garbage quality. So they were a good, B-rated company, which for daily driving and everything, and once in a while sporty driving, it was more than enough. A lot of over-the-counter products are probably better than chemical guys. Some chemical guys products are very good. A lot are watered down, but that's just the way they are. These companies got to keep pumping out stuff all day long. Because if I don't pump out new products, then the sales are going to slump. So you're going to see they're constantly pumping out new products. Their same products, maybe watered down, maybe change the scent of it, change the color of it. They do minor things, and that's all they do, and to get more sales. They're very. I've talked to them once or twice. They're very nice people, and they've talked to me on Instagram. But that's what I see a lot. They've got so stretched out that they just keep trying to push more products versus concentrating on only a set. And I really hope. And I talked to Greg Masterson, because he worked there back in the day. And I said, keep your products small. Don't make 10 different damn car washes. Don't make 20 different waxes. That's just stupid. You're spreading it out too thin. And it's just nobody understands what's for what anymore when you get that spread out. Everybody gets lost. Like, well, what wax is for what then? What about this? What about what car wash should I use for here when there's 20 different car washes? And that's generally what I think what's happened to chemical guys. They just really should just concentrate on maybe like 10 or 20 products. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's getting a little late, Samuel. It's 2 a.m. here. How long do you keep your microphone juice? I have tons of them, dude. I keep mine until they're completely trashed out. And so I have so many. I probably have about 100 now. So I don't go through them very often. I only use the really big, fluffy microfibers whenever we're doing any paint work or anything. Other than that, those ones don't get used. I just use the cheaper Walmart ones for the interior ones. Don't spend a lot of money on them. Just get the cheaper stuff for your interiors and your wheels, but anything that's going to touch the paint, spend the big money on those, because those are going to really touch your paint. You don't want to cause any more swirls. I tell you what, I was a teenager in the 90s. When it comes to rap, I liked Bone Thugs and Harmony a lot. Okay, I know there was somebody earlier here from Cleveland. I don't know if you're still here on the stream from Cleveland, Ohio. But I liked Bone Thugs, so when I still hear them, I'm like, yeah, Bone Thugs and Harmony, yay! That's just me. So, just giving you a heads up. Rap's obviously changed. Music has changed. Clearly. 80s music was fun. I love 80s music. I listened to it all day long. It was fun, upbeat, not down, not big drugs and all that stuff. And 90s seemed to turn really bad. It turned into drugs, drinking, bitches and hoes, and all. I mean, it changed 180 degrees. So the only thing I really liked in the 90s is a lot of just rap, honestly, and then some like other lighter music. But for the most part, I didn't like rock music from the 90s. Not me. I wasn't into all that stuff. Like, I'm drugged out, man. It's great. No, it's not me. And that music sucked. Yeah, I always buy bulk. Rap today, really. Some raps. The new NSX is okay. It doesn't hold the place like the original NSX does. The original NSX, if you see one on the road, you're like, that's nice. They're very rare, so when you see them on the road, it turns head. They're still very expensive, too. Those damn NSXs from the early 90s are still selling in $30-something thousand cars. They're expensive still. They really held their value over the years. And they still turn heads wherever I go. With a new Acura, I just think it doesn't have the same emotion. It's way overpriced. The company where I bought this in an exotic car dealership. It's called Marina Performance Motors. If you saw my video when I picked this up, they just bought an NSX. NSX, their MSRP they have on a used one, they're asking $199,000. That's more than MSRP, and they're not selling good anyway. So I don't know what their train of thought is, asking way more, but that's what it is. I'll tell you what. I was a kid in the 80s. A little kid, so I have crap loads of original Transformers and G.I. Joes. I love the Transformers, so I have tons and tons of Transformers from the 80s. A lot of them. I still have some with the original boxes. They were opened up, but they still have them in the original boxes. What's up, Balls Deep? Love it. Chant Millionaire, don't shoot my favorite song. They see me rolling, they hating. Thanks, dude. Raphael, I appreciate it. You know, we're just hanging out here tonight, goofing off, relaxing here. I found out a lot of people like this kind of stuff, so of course I like hanging out with you guys. I'm probably going to keep it up another... Let's keep it going on about another 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll go to sleep here. NSX are super slow. It's funny because the GTRs beat the NSXs, and yet the NSX is like $50,000 or $60,000 more. To me, Acura screwed up. I mean, Acura and then the 2000s, along with Honda and Toyotas, their quality and designs went terrible. The 90s was epic. The 2000s, they all started dropping their sports cars. They started dropping anything sporty, made bland cars and ugly cars and blah. So I gave up on them. That's why I like a lot of other stuff. That's why I was really like the newer Hyundais. Hyundais is really starting to come out with some sporty, like the Genesis Coupe. Not bad looking. Can't complain about it. I know they're not making it anymore because now they're going to make a new coupe under the just Genesis name alone, brand name alone. But they are still making sporty cars. They had the Veloster hatchback. That was selling like crazy. So they make hatchbacks and little sporty coupes. Remember the Civic hatchback back in the day? Honda said, screw you, we're not making that anymore either. You know, I just gave up on anything that people liked. And we'll pump out 1 million Civics and we'll pump out 1 million Honda Accords, but that's all you're going to get. Oh, dude, Escort COD, Call of Duty. Okay. Dude, I really appreciate that. Escort, I respond to everybody's comments unless they're complete trash comments or they're vulgar. Vulgar comments get automatically blocked or deleted or even blocked. If they're bad enough, like let's say somebody comments and just goes off about something in a very, very rude way, then not only do I delete that comment, I actually block that person. I don't want that trash and filth in my channel. I don't care if I lost a subscriber. It doesn't matter that I don't want that in the comment section. I don't want trolls going crazy in the comment section, so I delete it instantly. Like if I get home and I was seeing F you and F your damn products and all your garbage and cars are shit, then I go right in their profile and I block them immediately. I don't respond to them and then I go and delete that comment. Plans for tomorrow. Well, my wife has to work in the morning. It's her week where she has to be at the medical office on Saturday. So she'll be there till 1 or 2, and then we might go to one of the parks, but this whole weekend's supposed to be raining pretty heavy. Like today, it rained really heavy. I rode the motorcycle, but I had my rain gear on, so it was okay. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'll get any videos done, but thankfully I already have 3 videos already done that I did during Memorial Weekend. So you'll have the turtle wax bug and foam thing that you'll see tomorrow. And then next Wednesday is when I test out all the different... I test out 2 different car washes, and then I test out Mr. Pink Foam and thing. The next one, Taking Bomb, is, hold on guys. Sorry, I know a lot of you guys come in, come out, so I don't know who's still here. I don't know if you guys remember, but this is what's coming out tomorrow. There. See it? We tested on my wife's minivan tomorrow, and you'll see that at noon tomorrow Eastern Time Zone. And that'll be your video for the weekend, so make sure you guys watch it. If you guys like the videos and you guys like this stuff, you can always share it with your friends. I mean, I'm not begging for subscribers. I don't beg for views. If you like the videos, you like them. You share, you share. You hit the thumbs up, that's cool. You know, that's just the way I feel about it, so it's cool. The new Type R, I'm actually interested in that in a serious way. In about 3 years, I plan to have this car paid off in just that 3 years because I pay so much extra on it. And I'm going to need a 4-door car desperately. My son will be pushing 5 years old, and I might even have another child by then. I don't know. Then I'm going to need a 4-door car, and that's actually one of the cars I'm looking at. Is actually a Civic Type R. It depends, though. I wanted to get inside of it, see it for real, and stuff like that. And now they just announced the price yesterday, how much it's going to cost in the United States at $34,500 the starting price on the Civic Type R. That's not bad. And from what I understand, they only have like one option you can even pick on it, so that's no big deal. So we'll see. Oh, Chris, thanks. I didn't see. Well, Chris, what did you ask me? Can I have your GTR? Ha! Well, if you want to buy it, you can buy it, but I don't want to sell my girl. So I would recommend, Chris, that you should get one. So I'm sorry about that. I didn't see your comments. You know, you should see my thing. It's like it's overlaid over my actual screen picture, and I have to like try and read everything. The Demon, if you want a fast, straight car and you love American cars, cool. I'm not into American cars. I'm not into straight line speed. I think it's fun to go fast once in a while, but it wouldn't be a car for me. Especially at like $80,000. It would not be a car for me. I paid mid-60s for this thing. But this is a car I truly, truly wanted for many, many years. It wasn't a spur-of-the-moment thing for me. I was actually having that guy beg me, not beg me, but he kept contacting me over and over saying he has cash to buy my 370. I really wasn't going to let it go. I was going to get the R32 imported from Japan through Rivsu Imports. But it just happened a way that I was like, you know what, if somebody's begging you that hard for something or whatever, it's time to let it go. Because clearly something's going on. That's why I let the Z go. Hey, Larry, thank you very much for liking the videos. I do appreciate it. Welcome to hanging out with us, chilling out at night. 350? If you got 350,000, Chris, you can buy it, buddy. Yo, Armando, are they saying 32? I thought it read 34,000. Either way, that's pretty damn cheap for a Type R. Because I honestly thought it was going to be more along the lines of the Ford Focus RS and at 40,000. So I was shocked when I saw 35 because when I financed, after I put my down payment down, I financed with tax tag and the title, it was 45,000 for the GTR. I had to finance. So financing only, like, let's say after I put another $5 or $6 grand down on a Civic Type R, it'd be financing only $20-something thousand for a four-door car for me. That's not a bad deal, I figure. And that would put my payments around like 500 and something a month. And I've got no problem with that at all. Okay, welcome back, Victor. I appreciate it. Insurance cost on the GTR. You would be shocked. My insurance went up $30 a month. $30. So I know things are different. Everybody's insurance is different. So let me bring that back. I'm over 25 years old. I'm married. I'm a homeowner. I've had insurance with Progressive Insurance for 15 years now. I own multiple cars, so then I get multiple discounts because I own multiple cars through them. I also have multiple policies through them because I have a motorcycle. I have the motorcycle policy through them, which is different than a car. They have motorcycle insurance you can get through them if you've seen Flo's commercials. And so I have 2 policies with them, so you get multi-policy discount. Dude, it's insane the discounts you get. You get safe driver discount. I've got all that stuff. So when it breaks down, the car, I think, is right now costing me about $130 a month for insurance. But that's a $300,000 policy coverage. So even if I hit a Ferrari, it would cover the Ferrari. $300,000 in damages to my car or whatever I wanted. They say it actually, there's no cap to cars I hit, but to cover my car is $300,000. And then it's stacked I have it stacked as well. So I actually have over $1 million worth of coverage in case somebody tried to come after me. I sold the Z for almost right at $20,000, Armando. Supras are amazing. The new Supra, or whatever they're thinking there, it doesn't do it for me. Just the little, what is it called? The test vehicle they're having right now, they're showing, doesn't do it for me. I think it's ugly, honestly. It doesn't do it for me. What else do we got, guys? Love videos. Big Joe, I appreciate you swinging by, dude. I really do. I love talking to all of my subscribers. One of the best parts of the day is, especially when I wake up or I go home at night, is to always look at the comments, read your comments, reply to the comments, and do stuff like that. And then, of course, I do my own thing after that. Like tonight, this is brand new. This is only the second time I've been on a live stream, so I really appreciate it. Everybody loves Flow. I mean, who doesn't like Flow? Flow's the bomb. That's super cheap. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, the Zs are dropping in value. The things are getting older. What do they call it? The fuck boys? I know, pardon my French. The fuck boys are all buying them now, and they're ricing the shit out of them and making them look like garbage, and they're also starting to act a fool with them. So the 370Z clubs and groups are starting to get a little bit crazy now with the 350 guys starting to come in. Not to knock 350s, but because they're so cheap, you get a lot of douchebag guys that are starting to buy them now and act like douchers in there and causing a lot of drama. Like recently, my Central Florida Z group, they went up to Z Days in California, or not California, in North Carolina, the Tail of the Dragon, and they had a lot of drama go down. I saw in the comments, and they were kicking out a few people from the group because they made the club look so bad. And these were transfers over that just got the 370Z. They're buying them for like $12,000. So they're on that mentality level that they just want to fuck around, and it gave the club a bad name. So they actually kicked them out of the club, which was crazy. They kicked out like 3 guys for making them look bad. Yeah, Armando, Friday night had one of the guys. No, it's not much at all. I will tell you, and with my Z, it was $76 a month for the Z, is what it broke down to. If you looked at each individual policy on the cars, it was $76 a month for full coverage. But I didn't have a $300,000 stacked policy either at the time. I had like a $75,000 policy. But when I got to the GTR, I knew I needed to up my policy rate because I was in a big boy game now. So, of course, when you up it, you have to actually, of course, pay a lot more, too. So that's why I'm paying about $130 a month for the GTR. There's nothing wrong with the 350. I still remember when they came out. I thought they were really cool. But sorry about that, guys. It cut out for a second. I was wondering what was going on. I looked at it and said reconnecting. There's nothing wrong with the 350. But when the little kids that can barely afford them start getting in there and racing them out, start racing with them, being jerks with them and stuff like that, that's when it ruins the groups. Time in Florida is 2:20 in the morning. We're going to keep this running for about another 5 minutes. I've been running 2 hours and 55 minutes with you guys. It has been an amazing night with you guys, and I really love it. That's insane. $200 a month. See, I told you I was paying so cheap. Yeah, 350s are getting cheap, so you get a lot of the people that can barely afford them and that are acting a fool with them and that aren't mature enough to handle it. So it's like the Mustang boys that are going out there knocking over people in crowds and killing people, or at least running them over. They're not ready for that kind of a car, and they want to try and show off and act like douchebags and ruin it for everybody else. So now the Mustang has a horrible reputation right now, as you guys all know, and it's because of all these kids that are buying them and acting crazy. Yeah, I understand. The stream stopped just because of the fact that I don't know what. It just showed it stopped and it said reconnecting. My apologies. I'm down to 15% battery power. We've killed a lot of battery power tonight, too. $260. That's where I would tell you F off, the insurance company to F off, and I'm not going to take that car. You got a lot of these young guys, you'll learn. I've learned it over my years. They'll buy cars that they can barely afford, but they forget to check the insurance. Always check an insurance quote before you buy any car. I damn sure did. Even with the GTR, I said, well, how much is it going to set me back? And she's like, oh, not much. If you keep your exact policy the way it was, it'll go up $30 a month. And I was like, oh, well, that's not bad. So I upped it, and then I called and said, wait a second, I need more coverage. I want to make sure I have more. So that's when I upped it, and my price went up like another $20 a month, which wasn't bad. You got to understand. For a GTR, $130 a month for a $300,000 policy. So I could hit like a Ferrari and it wouldn't do anything, that kind of thing. That's what you need. And it's stacked as well. In case somebody was to like try and sue me or anything like that, or come after my house and something, I have it's stacked as well. So just letting you know. $310 a month. Fuck that. That's a car payment. Yeah, some people, it depends on their record. Thank God I have a pretty good record, so I don't have to worry about that. $600 a month. That dude must have so many tickets. It's insane. And so many accidents. No way, man. No way. I would never. I'm trying to teach you guys at least tell you guys, you can do whatever you want. It's your lives. But I tell you things that I've learned from my own experiences, and then you can choose to do whatever you want with them. If you want to pay $300 a month, go right at it. I was paying $510 a month when I was $19 for that Honda Accord Coupe. And I was paying $150 a month for insurance. As a young man that was only making at the time $13 an hour when minimum wage was $5 an hour here in Florida, dude, I was living paycheck to paycheck. After 2 years, I got so sick of not having enough money to go play and do things anymore with, I sold the car, and I got out of debt. Straight up, I paid off all my credit cards and said I'd never do it again. Our mortgage is over $2,000 a month. I'll tell you that right now. You don't need to know exactly how much, but it's just a bit over $2,000 a month. Oil change on the Prelude. Well, I use synthetic on the Prelude, so it's usually about $60 because the synthetic's a little bit more expensive. $250 for a Mustang. Here's what the deal is. Mustangs. This is what Progressive told me on the phone. A Mustang insurance is more expensive than a Corvette. That's what they told me. They said you can buy a brand new Corvette or a brand new Mustang. Your Mustang will be more insurance because you have all the Mustang boys going. Wrecked it. Oh, where the Corvette guys are generally older, more mature, and they're not going to go out there and wreck it. My credit score is right at 800, Armando. If that helps you, honey. I have very good credit. Do you do your own? I actually have other people that do it. I'm going to have all the fluids changed on this thing soon because I don't know how it was treated. I know the oil change was done by Marino Performance Motors. They did it. So there's a sticker that says it's not due till 30-something thousand miles. But I really want to get the whole thing serviced. And a lot of the car places around here, the exotic car places or the performance shops will do them for you for the GTR. Rivsu Imports will do them for you as well. They are a full service shop and a Japanese car importer. Like if you want any JDM, like the R32s, you want the Sylvias, you want the 240s, whatever you want from Japan, they'll import it for you over here. They'll handle all the paperwork for you, the shipping. You just pay them. They'll even give you a Florida state title. So it'll be good to go for whatever state you live in. So if you buy an R32, like a 92 GTR, they'll do everything, give you a Florida title. So all you would have to do is take it to your DMV, whatever you lived in. Just, there you go. I need to register it in my state, and you're done. Oh, dude, this garage is like trashy right now, man. It's nothing special. Credit score is everything in this world. You cannot get a house without good credit score. You cannot get a car without good credit score. Oh, let me take this back. You can get a car, but you're going to pay in like 9, 10, 12, 15% interest rate if you have like a 600, 500 something credit score. And very few people will give you credit. You're going to be going to those junkyard places to buy these cars. The better credit you have, the easier it is to get loans. They didn't even bat an eye when I applied for this. They were like, whatever you want, boss, you can take it. And that's the way they treated me. They looked it up and they were like, you have amazing credit, sir. Yeah, no problem. Thumbs up, you're done. And that's just the way it went down. I actually got the lowest interest rate as well because I put down right at 40% on the car. 30 to 40% I put down on the car. And because I put that much down, they actually gave me a discount on the interest rate as well. So that's your stuff right there. Turtle Wax, best products. They have some very good products. Turtle Wax has actually been working to get better and better and better. So they actually listen. So 2 thumbs up to them. They make some very good. Their synthetic wax. Very good. It lasts me about 6 months. Here. It's right here. This lasts me about 6 months right here. Very good wax. I was actually very, very surprised. Their car wash is decent. Not the best, but it's decent. I give it a good B+. I like their wheel cleaner. The wheel shine's decent. It's not a bright wheel shine. It's just clean. Or tire shine. What else does Ice make? But yeah, see, Turtle Wax makes some good, decent products. Their bug remover is amazing. You got to actually see the trim stuff. Amazing. Good stuff. Honestly, between Mastersons and that, they're both good. No questions asked. I looked at my wife's van earlier before I went for work. It was getting rained on pretty bad. And it was just beating and sheeting like a champ. Same with the GTR. When it gets wet, it beads and sheets like a champ. No questions at all. Oh, you know what a lot of people do that live in California? They register it at their families' houses. You know, with kids, they register them out of an area. They register them at their family's things. They're doing the same thing. So maybe they're registering at their family's place that's illegal. So, mosquitoes on me. Get off me. So that's what a lot of people are getting away with it as. They don't register them in the state of California. Because California are crazy fuckers out there. They want to control your life and charge you $1 million a year to live there, and then your taxes are through the roof. I don't get California. It's a pretty state, but I'm damn sure not going to pay all that huge amounts of money. And that's just me. But everybody's different. Yeah, you can get a decent credit card. I started when I was 18 with a little $500 credit card. That's how I started building credit. My dad co-signed my first 2 cars for me. I had to co-sign because I needed to build my credit. And he told me if I ever missed one single payment because his name was on the loan, that he'd sell my car. No questions asked. My dad was very strict. He was a school principal. He said, you miss one payment, the car's gone. And so I never missed a payment. I actually paid early every month. What's up, Bobby from Illinois? My dad actually lives in Illinois. He lives in Champaign. Window tint you had on the 370Z. The windshield is 85%. It's called Air Blue. It's from 3M, Air Blue. And then I had the 5% limo strip across the top because I have really sensitive eyes in the sun. So that's the way I get away with it. When my contacts are in, I get really I'm like, oh, it's too bright. I have to wear my sunglasses all the time. So that's why I always put the window visor strip across the top. It keeps it a little bit darker too, and I like that. Putting rims on GTR sometime this fall. I was told by the big places that they can get the best discount around Black Friday. It's when you'll get like Volk wheels, you'll get them for 20% off. So that's my plan, is to order them sometime around Black Friday, and then whenever they come in, they come in. But at least I get 20% off. I mean, you're spending $4,000 just for the wheels alone, and 20% is a decent thing. I mean, that's $800 instantly. I'll take $800 off instantly any day. Armor All is just a good, cheap product. For the car guys, they might not like it, but it's a decent product. I mean, you're going to get what you pay for. Most things in life, You get what you pay for. And if you go cheap on something, you're going to get cheap quality stuff. You got to understand that. A lot of people, yeah, dude, California's stupid. That's why everybody's leaving California. They told me our home, you guys know our home. It's pretty big. They say it would be $1.5 million to $2 million for this home. We didn't even pay $500,000 for this home. So, there you go. Yes, most of the heat, I would say a good majority of the heat is blocked out by a good tint. 3M makes a very high-end crystalline tint, I think it's what it's called. It blocks out something like 80 or 90% of the heat. They claim it can only get to 35% level though. It's not very dark. But there's Active 11. What's up, dude? It's okay. We're about to get off air here in a little bit, anyways. My throat's pretty sore. I know we got 30 guys on here, so I apologize. But my throat's. We've been doing this for 3 hours and 6 minutes. It shows. So I'm actually a little tired right now. Shadow, what's going on, buddy? I haven't played much Call of Duty. I haven't played much anything, being that I have a son now, buddy. Your life priorities change. I mean, change drastically when you have kids. He would get up all night long, stuff like that. You have to take care of him. You have to get up in the morning now because, of course, he's on a normal schedule. So he's getting up at the crack of dawn. Guess what? You got to get up at the crack of dawn. So can you stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning playing Call of Duty? Not unless you want to be a zombie. So that's what's really killed me a lot of my gaming time, Shadow. I enjoy playing it some more, but your life changes. You know what I mean? When you have kids. You'll see one day. You'll see. So when are you going to come down here to Florida and roll deep with the GTR, Shadow? No, you'll see what I mean. Having a kid has been one of the best things I've ever done in my life, buddy. It really has. By the way, guys, Shadow IG, I've probably known him, say, going on about 10 years now. We played video games for about 10 years together. He lives out in Idaho. So, he's always game. I got that, Shadow. I've got the motorcycle. You ride motorcycles out there? And I got both Preludes there. So, yeah. And we live about 25 minutes from Disney, 25 minutes from SeaWorld, and Universal Studios. Stoner spray sealant. Sealant. It's not spray sealant. It's actually a full sealant. It's out there. It's doing really good right now. I started driving with a permit in Florida at 15 years old. And in Florida, you can get your permit at 15. You have to have somebody 21 or older to ride with you, though. And then I got my full license at 16. You know, a Death Wish, dude, motorcycle is great. It was pouring today, and I ride to work in the motorcycle. I had my rain gear on, though, so I stayed dry except for my feet. My feet got a little wet, but whatever. It was fun. Shout out, please. I did. Jared, if you have my Instagram, you can actually see that I went to Volcano Bay. Last week, I actually went there, but it was so packed. It was insane. They have wait times now where you use this thing, I think it's called Tapu Tapu. It's like a magic band, right? And they give it to you when you walk in the park at Volcano Bay. Whenever you get there, you have to, when you go up to the slides that you want, you just kind of tap it to it, and it puts you in a virtual queue for it, virtual line for it. Those lines were saying 280 and 300-minute wait. 300-minute wait to go down a water slide. We went, nope. So we actually left, and we wanted to go to SeaWorld Aquatica, which is like 5 minutes down the street. But Aquatica was at capacity because it was Memorial Day weekend, so we just went to SeaWorld instead. It was so hot. It was 97 degrees. But I did a live stream from Volcano Bay. If you guys, anybody on here get to see my Instagram live stream from Volcano Bay the other day? Well, it was last Monday. Wow. Dude, Shadow, it's been so hot here. Only this last week we've seen any rain here in probably the last 3 months. We were in a severe drought. So having the rain has been nice. Like every day was just sunny and hot. Every single day. It was so dusty here. Ducatis are expensive to fix. Getting low battery signal. That's fine though. We still have a little bit of time left. Yeah, I have Busch Garden season passes. Here, hold on. You guys want to see something? Let me go into the wallet real quick. I'll show you some stuff here. So, here's my Universal 3-park pass. The premier pass. This is the highest pass you can get. So you can get into all the parks, unlimited. You get preferred parking right up front. You get like 15% off everything you buy. I have that. Here's my SeaWorld Busch Gardens parks through anywhere in the United States. I can go anywhere in the United States with any SeaWorld Busch Gardens or any of their water parks anytime, and I get preferred parking right up front as well. So I have that. I also have the season pass for here, Disney. See? So I can get in anywhere, any water park, any Disney park here is unlimited as much as I want. So yeah, when you're 25 minutes away, you'll go to any of the stuff. What's up, buddy? From Double Down. I was in Seattle 2 years ago. We went on a cruise out of Seattle. We stayed at the Hyatt right there by the Space Needle, and we went up in the Space Needle and went to that Chihuly Glass Museum, and we walked around. Man, it's really hippie up there. I'm not used to that up here. A lot of hippies out there in like West Coast, like people just laying in the streets. I'm not used to that. But it was cool to get something different. Seeing like Mount Rainier in the background, that blew my mind because it's all flat here in Florida. So seeing something that big, you're like, damn. Yeah, brothers in military. Do you have a past Chuck E. Cheese? No, I don't, Anthony. I'll tell you a funny story. For 3 months when I was about 19, I actually worked at Chuck E. Cheese as a morning job. I needed a morning job desperately, and one of the girls I knew, she got me on there, so that's why I worked there for a little bit. And they gave me a little bit until I get back on my feet. I had to have some extra money. And she's like, well, why don't you come here? And they had me fix all the games for them. They taught me how to fix all the games and all that stuff, so it was pretty easy to do. What else we got going on here, guys? My battery is starting to die, and I don't know what's going on. I can't believe we still have like, I think it's, what do we have in here, like 30-something people? Can anybody see? It's showing me the whatchamacallit. Walker. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. I know this is a super late stream. It was showing it earlier how many people I had in here, so I don't know. So I don't know how many people right now are streaming here, hanging out with me. It's disappeared because I have this big old warning across the top of my phone saying that the low battery is going on. Upcoming projects on the GTR are wheels and springs and tint. Probably be done sometime by the end of the year. Right now, I haven't had any priority on it, just because I'm just like, right now, I don't really care. I'm enjoying it for what it is. The looks you get in a GTR are amazing. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But, so I don't mind it. Right now, I'm fine with it. The wheels look decent for these wheels. I don't like the brand new, if you ever seen the brand new GTR wheels, they're so ugly. They're so ugly. None of them. I don't like American cars. Sorry, Mark Anthony. I don't like American cars. They're just bleh. I'm going to try and do broadcasts maybe once a week, maybe on Friday nights. I've been doing this for 3 hours already. Dubs for life. VW. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Shadow has a VW. I still remember those early 2000 commercials where the guy would go V-dub or something like that. I still remember that. It's one of those commercials you always remember. And the guy's like some Euro guy. He's like V-dub, man, or something. I still remember that. It was always funny. DA polisher. I use the Grio's Garage DA polisher, man. I'll see you show the box. That's what I use right there. So, well worth it. Well worth it. Every penny. I would definitely recommend spending $150 and buying one. Lifetime warranty from Grio's Garage. If it ever goes bad, no questions asked. Send it back and they'll fix it or they'll send you a new one. No problem. Perfect. DA polisher is perfect for any beginner to intermediate guy because you will not screw it up. You will not ruin your paint. Well worth every single penny. Yeah, dude, I would highly recommend Grio's Garage. No questions asked. Any other questions? My battery's getting a little low, and I don't want to have it cut out on you guys and be rude. That's just not cool, man. It's not cool. Shadow, you need anything, Shadow? This is just one of the closets full of stuff. I've got more in that closet. These boxes are full of detailing stuff. So, you know, I know Idaho, you know, it's all snowing out there year round, but, you know, if you ever decide to wash that little V-dub, UPSU, right. You ready to take a payment like this? I know your parents own that, the bar up there. I know you probably make good enough money. What's going on, Shane B? What's up, dude? We're not going to run this very much longer, just like, dude. Oh, you own the bar now. Oh, I thought your family still owned it and you just worked there. Very cool, man. So you should be able to afford a GTR if you own the place. You should be able to. I mean, my payments, granted, I put down a lot, Shadow, and I bought it used, but my payments are $728 a month for this. So you should be able to easily afford that when you own the bar now yourself. I know you get all the overhead and stuff like that. I understand that with businesses, but you should be able to easily afford it. Remember, number one, guys, home. Buy a home first, and then spend money on a really nice fancy car. Buy a home. Oh, cool, Shane. I really do appreciate it. Jesus, $3,000. That's more than our house is. What the hell? What kind of house do you have? Well, dude, we pay $2,000 a month. The $3,000 is insane, especially for Idaho. I would think Idaho is like cheap to live. You know, California maybe, but not here. No way. $2,000 is like enough for us. Still, though, God, that's expensive, bro. If your first house, you should have started off with like a little small one, buddy. Like a little 1,500 square foot home, paid that shit off really quick, and then rented it out and bought a bigger home for yourself. You know what I mean? Like moved up from there. I don't know. On the weekends, I don't know what we're doing, Name. Just don't. My wife has to work tomorrow. Like, it's her Saturday shift tomorrow. And a lot of times we'll just go to the parks and stuff like that. So we actually go to random parks. I don't really care about trucks because I don't need them for anything. The only trucks I would like would be like a Toyota Tacoma. That's the only one I would actually be interested in. I have no need for a truck. None. So to me, it would be a waste of time. Eagle One Spray Wax is still amazing. No complaints. There's a lot of other good ones out there. No questions asked. But they're still a very good spray wax. Hold on. I'm still trying to scroll up the whole time. My apologies, guys. Well, still, a new home here isn't even near that much. Like, you can buy a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home here all day long for like $200,000. All day long. Brand new. But I'm sure Idaho is like a million times. Yeah, Mastersons, we're still hanging in there, but we're going to shut it down soon. My battery's almost dead, so we're starting to wind it down. Well, you need to go to bed, Greg. You got a business to run. I don't have to do shit on the weekends, besides watch my son. So it won't be too bad. That Pepsi. Promote marijuana. No, why do I have to promote that? I don't promote marijuana. Yeah, this is Greg. Greg Masterson is in the house. The other day we had Stoner Car Care was in here. That was pretty cool. I don't care either. I like Pepsi a little bit more because it's sweeter, but I like Coke just as much. I'm not one person that cares one way or another. You get all that in the homes here, though, Shadow. But I just don't see the point in getting a home that big. The only reason that we got this home this big is she wanted at least a 4-bedroom home. She wanted to buy one home and be done and not have to keep jumping up homes. So that's why we bought this big of a home. And that's what's going on. Stoner. It's actually the owner's name is the last name is Stoner. That's why it's Stoner Car Care. He told me it's actually on a farm. Their place was started on the family farm up there in Pennsylvania, and that's why it's still there. So it literally is still on the original properties where they built the warehouse and the actual manufacturing. It's literally on the farm that Mr. Stoner, I guess, owned I don't know how many years ago. So they just left it and built it right on their farm instead of like buying new stuff. Ooh, you need to get some definitely wheel cleaner, man. What the Shadow? What are you talking about? Terminator. Whoa! Masterson's coming out with products that aren't his own. I gotta give you a thumbs up for that one, buddy. Anybody who is willing to admit that there's some other products besides their own, 2 thumbs up. I appreciate that. No, I have Terminator. It's actually in there. They sent it to me. I just haven't tried it out yet. So that's the only thing I haven't done yet because I'm still getting out. Had the biggest box I got was from Turtle Wax in January. I'm still slowly picking through that a little bit at a time. So I got to try and get more Turtle Wax stuff out because of that fact that they were the first ones to send me stuff this year. So I've got to catch up a little bit more. Bombs, comments. Oh. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'll tell you what, Stoner Car Care, you know, Greg, how like you told me like you're starting off on your own and you're into all this stuff. With streaming and Instagram and stuff. When I talked to their guy, he's a really cool guy. He said they had none of that, 0, until they hired him on. He worked at a TV station or something for their place, and then he got picked up. He said he didn't know anything about the products, and then But he worked over there, and they picked him up to help generate social media, this, that, and the other, and get their name out there. So that's what he was hired on to do, is to get them out. So now they have like a Facebook, they have Instagram. He's posting up stuff all the time. It's way different now. I think they said they were going to start a YouTube channel now. But that's all he said because of him. Because the other guys, when I was down there at Detail Fest, they were all old guys. I mean, they were guys in like their 60s and 70s. I mean, they had no idea about social media and stuff. They don't know about the younger generation and that. So that's why they're bringing on other people to help get the name out, get the word out. And that's how he found me, was searching me. She don't care about the cars, Shadow. You know that. I smack my hose around. No, seriously, it's true. I've talked to some of my other friends, people that I deal with. I talked to Turtle Wax personally when I was up there at their headquarters. And I said, why don't you guys have a YouTube channel showing you apply the products and use them? I said, you might as well. I said, it's only going to help. That's the future. And you could see the upper management that was there, that I was talking to, they don't understand the future. They really don't. They don't understand that kids today aren't watching TV as much. They're on YouTube. They're on everything on the internet. They don't care about TV. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, dude, you guys understand the future is the internet. You need to get your name out there more. Make the videos. Show them. Be on Instagram. They pay another company to handle Turtle Wax's Instagram. They pay somebody else to do it instead of hiring some new young person out of college as a new job to do it for them. The stuff you heard was like, are you kidding me? These are simple things. And I was just like, whoa. Oh, yeah, no, Shadow, we have security here, and they've already come around the neighborhood. You'll see them in the background once in a while come through. As long as we're in the garage, they don't care. So it's not a problem, as long as I'm in the garage. But what they'll do is, like, let's say if I left this open and I wasn't in the garage, they would actually come and knock on the door and say, hey, you left your garage door open? But as long as I have the garage door open and I'm here, they could care less what I do. No, my wife doesn't care about detailing at all. She's a messy woman, very, very dirty. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Terminator from them. Very good stuff. Gated community, yeah. We live in a gated community, yes. We live in a country club, so it's gated here. It's not the highest end country club in the world, but it's gated. It's decent. There's a community pool or anything like that. They have a little playground over there. They have tennis courts that you can go onto, and of course the country club. But it's not like the brand new communities. This community was built in like 1990, so it's a little bit dated now. This home was built in 1992, so just giving you an idea. There's some really new area of Orlando called Lake Nona. Really, really high-end area. They have a Lake Nona country club in there that is so damn exclusive. The average home is like $1.5 million, $2 million. And for Florida, that's a lot of money. You're really getting up there when you're talking $1.5 million, $2 million. But they're going to have the homes that are $10, $20 million that are 9 and 10,000, 12,000 square foot homes. Look them up sometime on Zillow if you guys don't believe me. Look up Lake Nona Golf and Country Club. You'll be like, oh my God, they're amazing. Find me a MILF. I don't know if I'll find it. I'm telling you, if you want to find some girls that work hard and that make their own money and they don't need you, go into medical. Your nurses and stuff like that, they make great money and they're educated and they don't need you for money or anything, so they're not going to gold dig off at you. I'm waiting for Masterson to do a tequila sale as well, man. I agree. I've been waiting for him at least do a live stream like this. I think he needs to do it. Purge. I'm telling you right now, I like living in the gated community. It keeps a lot of the people out that shouldn't be here. So most of the people you see driving down the street live here. I'd say 95% of them. So that's really nice. And so I'm like, okay, that's cool. And the majority of the people in the country club are 50s and 60s. They're not young. We were the youngest people in the neighborhood when we bought this house. So, well then fine. What you own your own business now. You don't need to gold dig. You better watch yourself. I'm telling you, they will gold dig off of you. They will gold dig off of you. So you have got to watch yourself now that you own your own company. You have now this 4,000 square foot house. They're gonna if they ever find that out, you are screwed. Them hoes are only about that money. Okay, so you got to watch yourself. You got to find a girl that already has her own money and doesn't need yours. I have no idea what horoscope I am. Sorry, I don't follow all that stuff. There is no single neighbors. Remember, the average people in here are 50s and 60 years old. They're not young by any means. They're all pretty old. So there's no single. There might be some cougars around here for you. Well, you into some older cougars? Yeah, shout out if you want some cougars. But then again, you already have a 4,000 square foot home and you're a young man. I think you're around like 31 now. You look like a baller to every girl out there. You could probably get all this stuff. Don't discriminate. No, there was some single women around here, or like, I guess, older single women, that they were business owners and stuff like that that live in my neighborhood. So, I work at a shipping company. So, if that tells you anything, I work at a shipping company. I've been there 20 years now. I started when I was in high school. Yeah, me and Shadow are old. Shadow's, how old are you, Shadow? You about, what, 32 now? 33? I know you're starting to get up there, too. So... Damn, we're down to 4% battery life. Insane. No, you're absolutely right. Prenup, everything. But remember, prenup only counts to whatever you have before you get married. If you make a ton of money at your business afterwards, she has access to that. And you need to understand that. That's the way. It only works for whatever you had before, pre-marriage. So if you get really rich with your business, maybe you decide to open up another one or two, and you making $1 million, now she can get a hold of that part of that money. Oh, double down. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's okay. I'm down to 4% battery life. I'm just going to kill the rest of this battery, hang out with you guys, and see what's going on. I still have no idea how many people are in here. So I don't, I can't tell because I'm getting a low battery thing. So if you're rich, prenup is fine. But if you don't have any money, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. You have nothing. Remember, guys, prenup only works for what you have before you were married. If you're a millionaire before you're married, prenup. But it doesn't matter. Once you're married and then you make $1 million, him or her has access to that money now because you only signed the prenuptials. Yeah, no, Greg, we were up to 45 earlier when I saw it. That's why I told Greg is going to do a live stream on YouTube. I don't know when he's going to do it, but he's definitely going to do it big because he could do a lot of stuff. Yeah, we were really flying through some stuff. But right now, I'm getting the low battery right now. So I can't see it. It's showing it across the top of my screen. Good night, Gonzalo from Houston, Texas. Good night, Double Down. Thank you very much for stopping by, guys. No marriage. You should go to Eastern Europe, Shadow, and pick up some chicks if that's all you want to do. A lot of them just want an American guy anyways because they want to get out of Eastern Europe, as you well know. And like the Czechoslovakian girls, well, Czech girls, Polish girls are all about that too. I know you're from Europe. That's why I said it. You got out of Eastern Europe too. That's what I'm trying to say. See you, Nan. Later, buddy. I appreciate you swinging by. Night, y'all. Night, Bobby. Thanks for hanging in here with us. I appreciate it. Oh, you with the Eastern European girls? Yeah, I remember being in... I've even been down there on cruises with my wife. We were in Mexico. I think we were in Cozumel. And, man, some of those girls that are, like, really pretty Mexican girls are like, hey, how you doing? Because they're trying to get out of Mexico, and they're coming to America, and they know they got to marry that American white boy to get them a green card and get them out of here, you know what I mean? A lot of Asian girls do the same thing. My wife's mom is from the Philippines, but her mom was a nurse and came over here on a visa because she had a job that was in high demand as a nurse. So there you go. Korean girls. I like Japanese girls. I think Japanese girls are very classy, very pretty, and I don't know, like maybe more old school. So each their own. Like, my wife looks more Hispanic if you see her, but she's not. She's half Filipino. Go to Bosnia, show us some of the passport, you'll be pulling tens. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. One of the guys that worked with me, he invited me to go. He was from Yugoslavia, and his family still owns some big farm and big homes over there. And there, he said, dude, come with me one of these times. You're going to love it. Love it over there. And I never went over there. I guess they had a lot of money and they got out of there and they were like, heck with that. But they still have their family home there. They have a big farm there, he said, and all this stuff. So, Hey, from Killian, Texas. Yeah, dude, we're not going to be up too much longer. I only have 3% battery life, so I'm just going to run this out until it's almost dead and then say goodnight here in a few minutes. But I appreciate you swinging by. You know what I mean. I think he's actually, I might be wrong. Might be from Croatia. Croatia. Yeah, I don't remember. You know what I mean. Because you have all the Baltic states, and yes, I do know the history and all that stuff. Yes, I do know. I was a history major in college. But that general area, that's where he was from. And but I'm pretty sure he's from Croatia. So, whatever. But yeah, he invited me to come with him one time because I've been to Europe so much. And I was like, no, I don't know, man. He's like, no, dude, we're going over for a month. You're going to love it. We'll take you all around and everything. You have your whole place. And it was a pretty cool guy. But he ended up leaving work and going for another company. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I guess his family has money, but he just doesn't act like it. Oh, dude, that's most though. You guys ever see that like 90 Day Fiance garbage on TV? I hate reality TV. I hate it. But my wife watches it, and I know that's all those hoes want. They just want that green card and get the hell over here and then leave their man. And they all do. They all get divorced within like 6 months to a year after they get over here. All right, buddy. Silver Surfer, thanks so much for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, dude, Greg, we need another tequila sale, buddy. We need to get it done. Yeah, dude, this is really taking off, dude. We're down to 2% battery. Once we get to 1%, I'm going to sign it off. Good night, Anthony. I really appreciate it. Remember, guys, Greg's hooked everybody up for subscriber-wise. If you want any Greg's detailing products here, if you put a cord 79 in as the actual code, you get 15% off. You guys should actually try out some of his products and see how well you like them. One thing I like to see on my channel's comments is when you guys buy the products, try them out and then see what your reactions are to them in the comments below when you go to those videos and say, look, I tried this out too, and this is what I felt about it, because I like to hear it too, because I'm one person where you might have a totally different opinion of it. So that's really cool. I like to always hear it. And I actually like it when other people say, oh, I found that this worked out really good. Thanks very much, because maybe I helped them a little bit. Get it? All right, dude. Walker, enjoy your night, dude. I'll be going up in, I don't know, probably like 5 hours myself, or 6 hours. My son will get up then, and I'll be a zombie until he decides to go back to sleep around noon, and then I'll go back to sleep too. Damn. See, Shadow, you're in the wrong channel, dude. You can't be up in here with that kind of, I don't wash my car in a year. I own my own business, and I own a 4,000 square foot house, but I don't wash my car in a year. You're in the wrong channel there, buddy. You're on the wrong channel. You really should just pay somebody. Pay a detailer. Take it somewhere and have it detailed for you. At least get it washed, man. Damn, you spent all that money for it. You need to get it done. It's white. So? No, it doesn't. When white gets dirty, it turns grayish dull. It looks awful. No, you gotta still wash that, Shadow. You make money now that you own it. Spend some money and clean the car. It doesn't cost a lot for just a regular car wash. Just have somebody wash your car and get it done for you. All right, guys, we're at 1% battery, so I'm going to shut it off before it dies on you guys. But I want to say thank you so much for coming in here, man. I really do appreciate hanging with my subscribers. And, of course, my friends like Greg and Shadow. I've known both of them for a while now. I've known Shadow for about 10 years now. We go way back. I think Modern Warfare 2 days, which has been like 2006, 2007. So, guys, thank you so much for swinging by. I really do appreciate it. Remember, if you guys want any Masterson stuff, he's already hooked all my subscribers up, 15% off. That'd be a good way for you guys to try out some of his stuff. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you do like it, share my videos. Share it with some of your friends and stuff like that. I know I'm a small channel, but hey, it's slowly growing, you know what I mean? 500 subscribers a month. I can't complain. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the night. I will see you guys probably next Friday. Get my Instagram if you don't have it as well, because that'll also help you out too. I get to do a lot of live streams from there. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. Good night.